set up the account on your child's behalf.
Or you can start with paper trading, which doesn't involve real money.
Using real prices and real data.
The goal is to ignite their curiosity.
To get them interested in it and want to learn more.
I'm Rob Hart.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-948-7878. That's 800-948-7878.
Have bad teeth that need to be replaced? Don't like removable dentures? Worry no more. Come on down to Columbia Implant Center in Manchester any day of the week and ask for the all-on-4 procedure. Call us at 860-643-1898.
Hi, Eric Hogarth, Money Wisdom. This week we're going to talk about very, very important things in retirement and life planning. Wills, estates, do I need it? What can I do? Tune in this Saturday at 8:30 right here on WTIC NewsTalk 1080.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Penalties and interest are piling up every single day. Wage garnishments and bank levies could hit any moment. If you've been avoiding it out of fear, you're not alone. But waiting only shrinks your options and ramps up the stress. The truth is, the IRS settles with taxpayers every day through legitimate programs, and many qualify to reduce what they owe, in some cases by up to 99%. That's why thousands turn to helpwithirsdebt.com. They've guided over 120,000 Americans, resolved more than $2.3 billion in tax debt, and back every case with their ironclad resolution guarantee. If there's no real path forward, you get a full refund, no fine print. They even randomly select one qualifying client each year and pay off their entire IRS balance. Terms apply. Don't let another day pass. Go to helpwithirsdebt.com right now. It's fast, easy, and confidential. Find out what's possible today. Helpwithirsdebt.com. Once again, that's helpwithirsdebt.com.
Hey, shh. Calm down. The show is about to start. Reese on the radio. Turn it up. Turn it up low. Turn it up loud.
It's like a dream come true.
Turn on your radio. Reese is on the radio.
Yo, let's get it.
Due to the nature of this program, discretion does not exist. It's Reese on the radio. Right now on WTIC News Talk 1080.
Yeah! What's going on? It's Friday. You ready? 'Cause I'm ready. Let's make this thing happen so you can all get to your weekend and all your racist manicured lungs. It's Reese on the radio on News Talk 1080 WTIC. Rozan's having a blast at that comment. She's really, really upset about this video I'm going to play later on in the program. It's absolutely astonishing. Hello, my dear. Welcome back.
Hi.
How you doing?
Yep.
You've been better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're having some...
I've got an off-air thing.
That we're dealing with, and you're dealing with it rougher, and I'm trying to be, as it might be true. I may be the nicer person.
I feel like we've been doing this for 5 years, and you're only now coming to this realization.
Because I didn't believe it. I've always kind of had a mean streak in me. But now I'm starting to realize that it's, I know. You are a really hateful person when someone's wronged you.
That picture that you posted today.
Yeah.
That brought me the most joy.
We'll get into that too.
Ooh, girl.
We'll get into that.
I love being spiked. I love it.
I just want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, now that I'm thinking about it, gosh, you are evil. But thank goodness you're on my side. If you follow us on Facebook or X or anywhere for that matter, you may have heard that Reese on the radio finally got something that I didn't think was going to happen. I got to confront Attorney General William Tong. And oh my goodness, I couldn't have asked for a better Friday. It was beautiful outside. I had a jacket on. It was nice and warm. And there was a press conference in City Hall. And there he was. Short Asian man right there.
Absolutely.
By the way, is that racist to point out that he's Asian?
I thought it was the short Asian that was racist.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't care.
His height is now, if I short an Asian because I threw in a short, and that's, for some reason, that's derogatory.
Listen, I grew up a Gen Xer.
Oh, I can't do the short with the Asian. It's either one or the other.
No,
okay.
My first husband was Asian.
And short.
And he was short. I had to wear ballet slippers, and I was still taller.
So if I was giving a description and I said he's a short Asian man, someone would say, hey, that's racist. And I would go, but he is both short and Asian.
Right, they're not mutually exclusive. They're not,
Yeah. Anyway,
what's the name of that Chinese basketball player?
Oh, Yao Ming.
Yeah, he's no Yao Ming. So by all accounts,
right? Exactly. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
And compared to you, I'm short.
Yeah, that's.
Is that racist?
By the way, this conversation might be triggering to the Attorney General.
Yeah, she's very sensitive.
Yeah,
he's very sensitive.
I'll tell you about that in a second.
They are very sensitive.
Yeah, he, they, them. I don't know. Whatever. The point is that we will discuss that in a second.
Is it they are or they is?
I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
Nonetheless, I just want to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, I did not expect to see William Tong today. He was not on the docket at all. But praise be to God, he was there. And you're not going to want to miss this, so go nowhere. Yes, I'm going to tease you because we just started the show. I have more pressing things to get into. Okay? That's all related to this. So let me break down the story for you. You may have heard it, top of the hour, here at the news. I think Dave Mager, who's filling in for John Silva, who was in earlier today, was giving the news about a press conference at City Hall. And it is about an Afghani young man, 19 years old, apparently a high school student at that age. Wow, they are really failing our kids. If you're a 19-year-old high school senior, I'm just saying.
Have you ever seen Afghanistan? His own country failed him.
Okay, well, nonetheless, that's a lot of age. I mean, he's almost 20. He's a high school senior, but it's not important. Anyway, and they were having a press conference there because ICE agents picked him up, and apparently they picked up his father last year. The story, I don't know. It's iffy. Who knows? ICE has got their reasons, but Senator Dick Blumenthal was there to hold a press conference about this. He was taking point on this protest. That's why I was there, and I've got a relationship with Richard Blumenthal. I've got his personal cell phone number, and I was going to ask him as a follow-up about some information related to DQAT that I had sent him, and I did not hear back from. So I was going to go there for the presser, maybe ask some questions about that, and then catch him aside and say, hey, did you get my text? That's why I was there, just to get a response. And out of nowhere, as Rozan and I are standing there together, this tall, Kevin from WTNH, the cameraman, tall black man, if you've ever seen him there, you might see him in some of the shots of WTNH. He and I got a rapport. I wouldn't call us friends, but we are very pleasant to one another. He listens to the show. So I saw him, and he was helping a young lady out with her camera. So I said, "Oh, wow, Kevin must be retiring. He's got he's got an intern or a trainee." So I said, "You know what, Rozan, excuse me for a second. I'm going to go say hi to Kevin." So I walk over to him and I go, "Hey, Kevin." He goes, "Hey, what's up, man?" He shakes my hand. I go, "Hey, what's going on? You training your new replacement?" I said jokingly. He goes, No. That young lady's from Fox 61. He goes, "I was just, helping her out and where to position and whatnot." I said, "Oh, man." I said, "I thought you were retired." He goes, "Nah, I'm maybe out of here in a couple of years." I'm like, "So you going to leave Connecticut?" He's like, No. I love it here. I ain't going nowhere." So as I am communicating with Kevin, I see over to the left, there's a tall young man, head full of hair, Greek-like.
That was not Tong.
No, was not Tong. This was a tall white male.
Obviously.
Younger gentleman, late 20s, maybe early 30s. I can't tell anyway because now these young people look really young. But he's tall. So I saw him with a camera. He had a white, one of those Canon cameras, very official. And I just saw him standing there. I didn't know him, so I didn't pay any attention to him. So anyway, after I finished talking to Kevin, I come right back over to Rozan. She's in a conversation with a young woman who is holding, or a woman.
That was not a young woman.
Okay, it's an older woman who is holding a sign, whatever. She's in another conversation. I come back. I give her a kiss. I think I whispered something inappropriate in her ear. And she laughed. And then I looked up because I'm all in my wife's ear, and she is all of 5'5"? What are you, 5'2"? 5'5". So I'm leaning down, but as I lean up, the tall, white gentleman, young guy, who I just saw with the camera, is standing right next to me. And he says my name. "Hey, Reese." Now, I know I don't know him. It's Connecticut. Everybody I know their faces. I know their names.
I know
you. So I don't know this guy, and I don't know why he knows my name. He goes, "Hey, Reese, Tim." And I go, "Hi, Tim." He goes, "Governor's office." "What? The governor's office?" And he goes, "Yeah. Hey, I'm just, taking some photographs of the press conference." And I go, "The governor's here? I thought only Dick Blumenthal was coming." He goes, No. The governor's here too for this presser." And I go, "Oh," he says, "Yeah, you got a twofer. I'm just here to ask you if you've got any other off-topic questions for the governor today." So I'm like, you guys are coming to me now? They went to nobody else. One else.
Nobody after.
They went to no one else. The governor's office walked right over to me and said, "Just want to know if you have any questions you wish to give the governor." I'm like, "You people are coming to me now?" He goes, "Yeah, we just want to make sure, and we know you like to ask questions at first. We just want to know if you need some time with the governor or anything like that." I'm like, now, in my head, I'm going, first time I went to go meet the governor at the Hartford Public Safety Building. Get away from me, kid. Give me your card. Second time, hey, take my telephone number. Now they're approaching me in the crowd and giving me direct access. "Hey, tell me what you need." I almost asked them for a cup of water with lemon. That's how crazy it was. And I'm going, I can't believe this. So he goes, "Nope, just want to let you know you got a two for today. You got Blumenthal and you got the governor." But I look at him and I go, I think I got a three-fer. And I see him there. There he is. None other than Attorney General William Tong.
Little Willie Tong.
I said, "Hold up, wait a minute." I cannot believe it. And I'm saying, I got to go over there. How do I not? I've been talking about him. I've been talking about J. Allen Jones. No one has been able to get this guy. He calls in. Maybe he's on Brian's show. If he was on Brian's show, nobody's alerting me. If he would, I would run down here really, really fast. And I'm saying to myself, holy crap, what an opportunity. So I say, all right, I may have to ditch on the whole Afghani ICE thing. I may have to ditch on questioning the governor. I may have to ditch on asking Richard Blumenthal any questions about DQuad. I've got William Tong, and this could be the audio of the day. And boy, was it. First, let me say, ladies and gentlemen, if you or your friends are not listening to Reese on the radio, shame on you. Shame on you. Because William Tong listens.
Little Willie Tong.
Willie Tong listens. Man, I didn't know. I didn't know that William Tong listens to Reese on the radio. You never know. Because, you just say to yourself, 2 people could be listening, 1,000, hundreds of thousands. There's no real barometer. Sure, we get the ratings and whatnot, but it's really, really hard to tell. You just don't know who's listening. And to know that William Tong is listening, holy macaroni, folks. Yeah. Now, how does Reese on the radio know this? Well, because William Tong made the biggest mistake ever when it comes to Reese on the radio. He told me. He didn't have to, but he did. He wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I still can't. I can't believe this happened to me. I'm overwhelmed. Here it is. Let me get the audio here. I didn't have it on this screen between you and I, but here it is. Let me scroll down. Let me see here. Let me see. I put a memo. There it is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. William Tong, City Hall, today, with Reese on the radio.
Attorney General? Yes. Hi, how are you? Reese on the radio, WTIC.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Nice
Been trying to get you for a long time. Can I ask you a question about J. Allen Jones?
We're here to talk about this.
I understand
this morning.
I understand. But it's a story that I've been covering for the last couple of months, and the videotape was supposed to be out after Thanksgiving. We still don't have a release yet.
You know what, Reese?
It's got to stop you here. Sorry. Got to stop you here. Remember, folks, the video was supposed to be out at Thanksgiving. William Tong has been holding it up. He could just say, we're continuing to edit. We're fighting it in court. He could have told me anything. He could have said, no comment. What he chose to tell me is very telling. I'll get to that. What he chose is very telling. But again, this is an important story. He knows it's an important story to this show. He's clearly listened to me talk about it on this show. Why? Because he said this.
You know what, Reese? The things you've said about me on your show and, about me and African-American people are deeply offensive, so good luck to you.
So you have no answer about the J. Allen Jones thing? Okay. Well, thank you for listening.
You have to be courteous, Rozan, when people are listening. You always have to say, no matter the reason, thank you for listening.
Right. What was it? You can always tell the weight of a man by how he treats his lessers.
Exactly. And in that case, it was, hey, well, thank you for listening. Right. I mean, what? How could I not?
Did you see the tear glistening from his eyes? He talked about how you hurt his feeling. You hurt my feeling.
I couldn't believe that that's where he was focusing. What I've said about him in the African-American community. Hey, homie, I'm not holding up the videotape of the dead guy. That's not what I'm doing. What I said about you in the African-American community, buddy, you've got a track record with them, okay? You're now, are you in defense of the African-American community or you're not in defense of the African-American community? Crazy part is that here you are at a press conference on a story that has nothing to do with you. Nothing you have no control over. Something you have no control over. You can't get that boy back to his family. You are there just performing. Every one of you, ICE needs to release him. Or else what? Or else what? You have this video in your hand. You care about victims? You care about families? You care about victims. You're there talking about your support for this family. They don't have a dead kid in ICE custody. They have an alive kid in ICE custody. And I'm asking you about a story you're directly involved in, a story that you are directly hindering from his family getting justice. And you're more concerned about what I said about you? You're listening to this show. And by the way, again, I really, really do applaud you. It means you're not all the way stupid. You do listen to this program, which means you got at least some head on your shoulders, because you should listen. You should at least know how to respond in the future. Again, thank you for listening. But again, this is what I'm trying to tell every one of you. They can't stop making it about me. Why? Don't make it about me. That is the dumbest thing you could do. The absolute dumbest. You're going to put that focus on me, it means you have no answers. It means that you don't care about the things you claim you talk about. It's the opposition you don't like. Someone who's putting you under the microscope and holding you to account is what you care about most. Not doing the job that you were elected to do. Caring for the people. You found it deeply offensive. You're the Attorney General of Connecticut. Who gives a damn that you found something offensive? Who cares? Do you think that I was going to shed a tear? Do you think that I was going to sit up here and just go, wow, didn't mean to offend you? I'm here to offend you. It's my job. My job is to make sure that you get your butt in gear. It's to hold you to account. I know what you're used to. You're used to the rest of these people putting a diaper on you. To powder up your tail. Everybody knows that. That's what you're expecting them to do. Somebody come over there and ask you a hard question about why you're not releasing a tape about the murder of an African-American man, and you're more concerned about what I said about you? Tong, if you're listening now, everyone who hears my voice right now is ashamed of you. They know exactly who you are. Exactly who you are. Why don't you take a break from suing Trump? How about that? We'll take a break. We'll come back. More news, more views, and we'll play this audio again for those of you who missed it. Again, to all of you, as I always say, thanks for listening. We'll be back. It's Reese on the radio.
It's Sarah Samuels, co-host of Retirement Income Source, heard Sunday mornings at 9:30 a.m. and again at 12:30 p.m. In retirement, you know it's all about the income, and that's real income generated from interest and dividends. Each week, David Scranton and I discuss ways you can help maximize income generation in your retirement strategy so you can make the most of your golden years. Tune in to the Retirement Income Source Sundays at 9:30 a.m. and 12:30 p.m.
Retirement Income Source with David Scranton is a paid program.
Brian Jackman here for Serta Pro Painters. It's time. We're about to go to springtime, and the spring sales event could get you 10% off qualifying projects through May the 15th. And Serta Pro, those folks are awesome. They're independently owned and operated right here in our community. They did my kitchen. They were there on time. The estimate was excellent, and they did, by the way, a great job. Serta Pro Painters. Schedule your free estimate online at certapro.com. That's Serta with a C.
Because we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see lots of lawyers' ads. Most seem to be bragging on results, but are they true or misleading? For example, in some cases, a firm may try a case even though the at-fault party has no lawyer, then brag in the ad about their results. My son Matt got one for nearly $50 million, but we never collected one dime. Some lawyers may say they got a result even though they were sitting second chair at a firm like mine, and even though they had little to do with it. Happens all the time. All that glitters is not gold. At Morgan & Morgan, our results are real. Visit forthepeople.com and go to Settlements and Verdicts to see for yourself what your case may be worth before you hire a law firm. Do your homework. Fact check. It's easy and too important not to. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Injured? Dial pound law.
Nicholas Russo, 157 Church Street, New Haven, 06510.
And now, a WTIC news update.
64 degrees at 2:30. I'm Dave Mager, WTIC 1080 News. Vice President Vance will represent the U.S. in Pakistan as it meets with Iran about the current shaky ceasefire and prospects for the end of President Trump's war. This is a spotlight moment for Pakistan, as Hamza Jalani of the Financial Times reports.
Diplomats here have been really trying to set expectations. They're proud to have even gotten this far, that they've been able to play a role in getting a ceasefire, getting J.D. Vance to come to Islamabad, have the talks hopefully start tomorrow. But it's going to be, in some ways, the most difficult part starts now.
Kuwait now accuses Iran of breaking the ceasefire with drone attacks. For its part, Iran wants Israel to stop attacking Lebanon and wants to maintain control over the Strait of Hormuz. Talks between Israel and Lebanon expected to start next week in Washington. A Waterbury man under arrest for murder. Police say they found his mother, 80-year-old Anasilia Sepulveda, fatally stabbed in her bed on Abbott Terrace. They found the son on the floor, appearing to be under the influence of drugs. 48-year-old Noel Sepulveda was treated and released from the hospital, then charged with murder and drug possession. He's being held on $2.5 million bail. Prosecutor says the man gave a full confession to police. Inflation on the rise thanks to the war and the resulting surge in gas prices, the largest monthly jump in gas prices in 6 decades.
The Consumer Price Index was up 3.3% from a year ago. That's from a 2.4% annual increase in the month prior. Gas prices were up 21% in March, up 19% from a year ago, and fuel oil was up almost 31% in the month of March. That's 44% higher than it was a year ago.
CBS's Jill Schlesinger. The price of crude oil mostly holding steady today. Gas now at $4.15 per gallon nationally, $4.10 in Connecticut. On Wall Street, the Dow down 238, S&P down 9 points. The NASDAQ is up 60 points. And we check the WTIC forecast.
Dry and mild out there this afternoon. Temperatures reaching highs mostly in the 60s with some 50s closer to the coast. And some places well inland could be well into the 60s to even flirting with 70. Winds become south to southwest at 10 to 15 with a few higher gusts by late in the day. And tonight there is the chance for a shower. Lows be in the low to mid 40s, clearing toward morning. Sunny Saturday, a northwest breeze at 10 to 20 with some higher gusts. The high temperature in the upper 50s to about 60. Mostly clear Saturday night, lows in the 30s. And Sunday looks partly sunny with highs in the upper 50s. A fair amount of cloudiness around Monday and maybe a shower or two as well. Milder with a high near 70 and a southwest breeze. I'm meteorologist Bob Cox in the WTIC Weather Center.
64 degrees now. Sports at the Masters second round. Rory McIlroy, the defending champ, takes the lead solo. He's at 6 under, a one-shot lead over Tyrrell Hatton and Justin Rose. Baseball, Red Sox in St. Louis. Play-by-play coverage on WTIC starts with a pregame at 7:15. Yankees at Tampa Bay, Mets home for the Athletics, the Yard Goats in Reading. AHL, the Wolfpack hosting Providence. For more, check out WTIC.com. I'm Dave Mager, WTIC 1080 News.
For all station contest rules, go to WTIC.com and click contests. That's WTIC.com and click contests.
Hi, I'm Joe with SimpleSaleUSA.com, and I buy houses cash. If you own a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me at 203-896-4000. I can pay cash and close in as little as 7 days. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and more importantly, anywhere in Connecticut. I'm a private real estate investor who buys several houses a month, and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorce houses, behind in payment houses. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Do you own a house that is trash and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying junk houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosure houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast, call me at 203-896-4000. That's 203-896-4000. 203-896-4000.
Ned Lamont and the Hartford Clowns have a problem telling the truth. Here's Ned.
And we're trying to make life a little less expensive for working families in the middle class.
Talk is cheap, Ned, but you know what's not? Our electric bills. Aaron Stewart is the no BS candidate for governor. Aaron knows that 1, Connecticut exports a third of the energy we generate while we pay the highest prices in New England. That's BS. 2, the Hartford Clowns put a hidden tax on your bill, the public benefits charge. Complete BS. And 3, Ned wants electric leaf blowers instead of gas, so he's importing hydropower from Canada. Really? Canada? Total BS.
And we're trying to make life a little less expensive.
I'm Erin Stewart. I'm running for governor because it's time for something different, like cutting the BS. Only Hartford would ship out the energy we make and ship in expensive Canadian energy. Join me at Erin4CT.com. I approve this message.
Paid for by Aaron for Connecticut, Valerie Marino Treasurer.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/protect. ethos.com/protect. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-566-3062.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-566-3062. That's 800-566-3062.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait. And don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Fan of WTIC? Then do us a favor. Download the free Odyssey app and favorite WTIC.
Hey! Good to see you. I've been trying to get you for a long time. Can I ask you a question about J. Allen Jones?
We're here to talk about this this morning.
I understand. But it's a story that I've been covering for the last couple of months, and the videotape was supposed to be out after Thanksgiving. We still don't have a release yet.
You know what, Reese? The things you've said about me on your show and, about me and African-American people are deeply offensive, so good luck to you.
So you have no answer about the J. Allen Jones thing? Okay. Well, thank you for listening.
Why do you find that funny, Rozan? It's Reese on the radio, by the way. Why do you find that part funny? Is it because I had the wherewithal to say it, or because I was courteous?
Because I'm spiteful. I love little poisonous jabs, and that's going to stick in his craw. We were just at, I'm not going to name names, but we were just at a thing, and there was somebody that was important there, and I didn't recognize them. And, well, I sort of did, but I was like, whatever, you're not worth my time. And I kind of feel like that's the sort of thing that lives in somebody's mind rent-free. He's like, don't you know who I am? And you're like, oh, you're so cute, dance monkey. Like, you are a paid performer. Dance.
Well, yeah, that's the kind of
I don't care about your little opinion. I don't care about your stupid feelings. Do your job and get out of my way.
Now, I've got to tell you that this was one of those moments where because it's for radio and it just sucks doing it like holding up a camera and trying to interview. I wasn't trying to do that. So I have to describe it to you. And I think Mark in West Hartford was just at Theater of the Mind. It's beautiful because he's already got these images in his head of what this exchange looked like. So if I can, indulge me a little bit, I want to sort of show you or describe to you what this was like and why I was a little stunned by his response to me. So when I say, and you hear that when I say Attorney General, or what I say, AG?
Attorney General?
Yeah. So I said Attorney General, and he looks and goes, yeah, he looks up. And I'm at least at this point about 3-4 yards from him. So I'm kind of shouting to him. And I approach him when he looks up, and acknowledges me and says yes. By the time he looks up, I'm in his face. And I extend my hand and we shake hands. The moment that I say Reese on the radio from WTIC. So, but he still shook my hand. But then when, we're here for the whole thing. Yeah, I understand. I don't care. I'm going to ask my question. You can refuse to answer. I understand. But this is a story. You know it's a story. And I know that recognizing my name, you know exactly why I'm talking to you. Just the only thing I ever talk to you about or talk about you about. So to know that he can't answer and he says, after what you said about me and the African-American community, I'm just going to say, good luck to you. Now, the moment he says good luck to you, he sticks his hand out to shake my hand, to which I look down at his hand and I go, so you got nothing on J. Allen Jones? Because that to me is, one, you're dismissing me. And because I can't say it on the air, let me just say, that's what I really meant when I didn't shake your hand. It's a big, giant, don't dismiss me. Who the are you? So I didn't say anything. I just went, okay, well, thanks for listening. And I didn't even intend to say that, but because I was shocked that he listened to the show. And to say that he's what I've said about him in the African-American community, I don't even know whether or not you folks remember this. But, Rozan, do you know how long ago it was when I was talking about William Tong and how I felt he was disrespectful to the African-American community? I looked it up.
Maybe 7 or 8 months ago?
6.
Okay.
6. He remembered it vividly, which says a lot.
One thing that I've learned in my short life is that the people who hate you the most are watching you the closest.
Mm-hmm.
I will never forget walking into a meeting and a woman that despised me, walked into a meeting, dressed the way I dress, had her hair curled and pulled back the way I had my hair pulled back. And I'm thinking, that's fantastic. Long, streaky blonde hair, but you went and had it curled so you could walk into a meeting looking like me, wearing a jacket that looks like mine. I mean, it was very interesting, but when you understand that your haters hate you so much, they accidentally become you.
Mm-hmm.
Tong is watching and listening so hard.
And I know he's listening today. But again, I'm not going to deter, but I do want to say this. This is a very important thing. Okay? If you're just joining us, I want to start with how the event began for myself and Rozan. And we were there for a little while just standing around. We recognized no one. We had not seen these people before. They were clearly activists who were there in support of this.
There were 2 whole ladies there that were activists. They had these little signs.
Yeah, but the rest of the people were family, either from each other's offices or somewhere in City Hall.
They were not grassroots people showing up enraged.
So there is this sort of air of everyone's just waiting to be on camera. And so we don't really recognize anyone. And the only person I recognize, again, is Tall Kevin, the cameraman, black cameraman from WTNH. Because every event I go to, he's there. And like I said, we've developed a rapport. And I get the fact that all the cameramen and all the news folks, they know each other. They even hold each other's mics at press conferences. I'm not kidding you. Is that crazy?
I can't do an inappropriate gesture. I really want to do
No.
camera.
I'm telling you,
No, I get it.
The event with John Larson, there was one reporter asking John Larson a question, and she held both microphones from competing networks while she asked questions.
I feel like that's like a conflict of interest.
Of course it is. Of course it is. And there I was watching
It'd be
it.
like you holding NPR's microphone.
Exactly.
asking questions. Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, hey, Connecticut, you do it. Y'all do things a little different here.
It was insane that happened. But anyway, that's what happened. So when I, again, seeing Kevin there, whatever, nice to meet you. So then to have this tall kid, Tim, walk up to me and say, hey, Reese, hey, just want to make sure if you got any questions for the governor. And I'm like, the governor's here. And I'm forgetting that this guy's approaching me from the governor's office. I'm like, what are you coming to see me? Reese on the radio? Now, folks, I'm not kidding you here when I tell you this. I've done this long enough. And there are some people who come on these programs and will lavish you with every great story they have about their job. I got to meet the King of Siam, and I interviewed dictators and kings. No. When I tell you the underside of this, that is to tell you what the truth is. The rest of these people care about the glamour. They want to be the people who they report on. They think they are the people they report on.
It was really obvious today.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. I don't care about it. I don't want to be famous. They know that. They know I don't want to be down. They know I'm not a friend. I'm not an ally. And in many cases, I'm not a colleague. Why? Because when you talk to them, one, they don't know who you are. One, they don't listen to you. They don't follow you. They're not interested in you or what you do. And they always seem to be surprised at the questions you ask. Why'd you ask that? You're so aggressive. What? I've been here for 2 going on 3 years. Well, now going on 4 years at WTIC. You didn't even care that I was here. And now I'm on the ground in your space, the one that you thought you had all the, control of. And now somebody else has walked in. Someone else is coming in doing the job that a lot of you aren't doing. And guess what? Now they're walking up to me. Now they want to make sure that I'm okay. Hey, do you got any questions? Do you want to get some time with the governor? Do you want some time with the such and such? Now all of a sudden they're coming. They're bringing me water with lemon. They seem to be concerned about it. Can we get you, I don't know, maybe some creme brulee? Whatever it is. The point is that they're paying attention. And why? Why? Because they don't want me there. They don't. And they want me in the fold because I won't play. And I'll never play nice. And the objective is become one of us. Resistance is futile, or get rid of you. So I'm going to tell you folks, that's coming.
Yeah.
Get ready.
I was just thinking the same thing. I had to pull up John Flynn because I was, why did they lock him up illegally with no warrant, no justification? And even now, you go look online at the arrest record, and the reason there's nothing there. It's just, and they kept him in a mental hospital.
They will get rid of you. They will, and that's coming because they don't have any choice. But I want to make this abundantly clear to somebody who listens to this show every day. And they have a love-hate relationship with this show. I remember them vividly saying, Reese, do you really think you're going to change Connecticut? And my response to you was, get out of my way and watch me. And here we are. Hey, Reese, what can I get you? Glass of water?
Hookers blow.
What's next?
Exactly.
What's next?
Exactly. So I'm saying it's not.
You didn't think I could do it. You thought that I was just some silly little radio host. You guys thought that I was just going to be this guy who's going to come on. Yeah, he's going to talk a good game. And yeah, sure. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to give it up to one of my good friends. When I say good friends, because he was decent enough. This is the reason why I love him. Sam, the man on the street. He walked up to me. I'll never forget it. Couple of months after he and I started hanging out. It was like when I first moved here. He said, Reese, I got to tell you, man. He goes, when you first said that you were going to be on the ground, and he said, I had my doubts. He said, people have talked that game before. He says, nope, you proved me wrong. And that's what Sam, not because he said that, but Sam the Man, that's my boy. And I say that's my boy. Like Adam 12 is my boy, and just like Mark in West Hartford are my. Those were the guys who gave me. They were like, "Is this guy serious?" And I had to come really, really serious for them. Be serious for them. And these guys have been my ace in the hole and have helped me. But again, folks, this is the reason why I tell you this does not come without the fire, and I know it. So be ready. Because that's coming next. But that doesn't mean I stop. We'll be back. Stick around. More news, more views. Rozan is here when we return. It's Reese on the radio.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Are you a commercial building owner in southern New England? Are you frustrated with your roof services? Contact Eagle Rivet Roof Service today. Our skilled technicians provide tailored roof repair and maintenance programs to maximize your building's lifespan. With 24/7 emergency response and comprehensive service options, we are Greater New England's trusted commercial roofing provider. Visit EagleRivet.com for a complimentary inspection or call 860-953-1231. Protect your investment with Eagle Rivet.
When you think about it, New England is like a McDonald's big breakfast. Maine's your big main course, the hotcakes. Vermont's the maple syrup, obviously. New Hampshire's your biscuit, that country comfort. Massachusetts, sausage patty. Its name is Patty. Rhode Island's your hash browns, tiny but treasured. Oh, and Connecticut's scrambled eggs. Not sure how to explain, but trust me. All that for just $5. Get our big breakfast at McDonald's. Limited time only. Price participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Penalties and interest are piling up every single day. Wage garnishments and bank levies could hit any moment. If you've been avoiding it out of fear, you're not alone. But waiting only shrinks your options and ramps up the stress. The truth is, the IRS settles with taxpayers every day through legitimate programs, and many qualify to reduce what they owe, in some cases by up to 99%. That's why thousands turn to helpwithirsdebt.com. They've guided over 120,000 Americans, resolved more than $2.3 billion in tax debt, and back every case with their ironclad resolution guarantee. If there's no real path forward, you get a full refund, no fine print. They even randomly select one qualifying client each year and pay off their entire IRS balance. Terms apply. Don't let another day pass. Go to helpwithirsdebt.com right now. It's fast, easy, and confidential. Find out what's possible today. Helpwithirsdebt.com. Once again, that's helpwithirsdebt.com.
It's Reese on the radio on News Talk 1080 WTIC.
We got plenty of stuff to get into today. Rozan is really, really, really angry. And we have to talk about something that has really, really ticked her off. We'll get to that.
God, which one?
The video you sent me today that you've been haranguing me about since yesterday. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's get some comments from the chat room so far. Chris writes, Reese, I listened to Tong on Brian and Company the other morning. Tong basically explained that he is a racist. He talked about looking out the window or out the kitchen of his parents' Chinese restaurant. You could hear how fascia he is on the way he explained looking out of the dining room. He doesn't care about anyone but himself. The only crime that he is aware of is his passion and hate for working American citizens. Snarky says, I agree, Chris. Tong doesn't care about the American citizens. Hence why he was there at this event and could not answer about the death of a young black man in the custody of corrections.
Can I just say a young American black man, and he's more concerned about an immigrant.
Yeah.
That was imported by the Democrats.
Indeed. Lori says, Tong. Of course. He is a big supporter of lawlessness. He should have his law license or law degree stripped. He should be arrested for aiding and abetting, quite possibly, treasonous activities against American legal citizens. Sam goes, wow, Reese, go on, preach. Ned says, journalism 101, get the truth no matter what. Music Design says, hi, everyone. And Music Design doesn't get to listen often, so she's going to ask an old question off topic, so I hope you guys will indulge her and me. She says, hi, everyone, off topic, but is there any update if Aaron is showing up for the debate? Please reply here since listening on and off today. I will try to respond on YouTube for you. Rozan, if you could, go to YouTube and respond to Music Design that Erin is still not coming. However, I did see her the day before yesterday. We shook hands. She says we're good, but she is still not coming to the event. There is a seat for her should she change her mind. Again, no hard feelings. She said we're good. I said, am I good? She said, I'm good, and we're good. We shook hands. It seemed a little, tense, like it was, she's still kind of upset about the article that I wrote. I don't know what that's about, but, I hope there's no hard feelings. She said there was none. I've got no beef. Also, Priscilla says, thank you for speaking the truth here in Connecticut. Love your show. Thank you so much. Greg Dillon, the ever supportive big brother, high school basketball coach.
I
Greg
kind
Dillon.
of got a little thing for, I'm just saying, a little.
He's a good-looking guy for 70-something, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't look.
I'm just saying, if this doesn't work out,
Greg Dillon?
I know he's married, but I wouldn't mind, just like being a hanger-on. I'm just saying.
Greg Dillon's a good-looking guy.
Really is.
That's it. He looks. I'm not gonna lie. He looks fantastic. I'm gonna look as good as him when I'm his age. And he looks younger than me. And he's now embarrassed, by the way. Aaron B says, me. It's all about me. Ned said, Aaron also says, truth is, I doubt he actually listens himself. He probably has lackeys listen for him to give him a report. He probably doesn't actually know what you said. Well, he knows now. And you know what? For those of you who may have missed it, I'll repeat it. What I said is that William Tong does not care about black people or people in the African-American community. And this is a testament to that. Because I'm sure that William Tong was all out on Front Street after the death of George Floyd because it got him ink and it got him camera views, right? I'm sure that the press conference was there were numerous amount of cameras that were in front of him about his outrage for the fentanyl-taken counterfeiter known as George Floyd. Outrage! But then J. Allen Jones is crushed to death by corrections officers. It's ruled a homicide and nada. The only thing he's concerned about then is about what I said about him and African-American people, which, by the way, people are trying to understand. Is he saying that he's upset about what I said about African-American people or what I said about him as it relates to African-American people? But let me answer both, okay? If he is upset about what I said about him as it relates to African-American people, meaning that he doesn't care about blacks, stand by it. If he thinks that he's upset because of what I said about him and African-American people, I'm a black guy and I was standing in front of you. Insert racial slur here. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? Bozo. By the way, Greg Dillon said he's single. Be careful, Rozan.
Hey.
Anyway, thank you for removing and adding American, Sammy says. Happy Resurrection Day to you. Okay, yeah, this is Happy Easter. That's right. It's Easter in the Greek.
Oh, Greek Orthodoxy.
There's a Greek Orthodoxy. So Craig in the car is making mention of that as well. Let me read this also before we take a break. Daniel says, Reese, my last Dem vote for Bill Clinton, first and last time. Discovered Rush Limbaugh. Reese, great radio. Rozan, well done. That comes from Daniel S.
Thank you.
Who's listening to the show. Thank you, Daniel. All right, we got to take a break. We got a hard news break. In for John Silva is Dave Mager. He's in the WTIC newsroom. We'll be back.
This is WTIC News Talk 1080 with Brian and Company in the morning, Reese on the radio in the afternoon, and news around the clock. WTIC and WTIC FM HD2 Hartford and Odyssey Station.
64 degrees at 3. I'm Dave Mager, WTIC 1080 News. High near 70 this afternoon, low around 50 tonight, high in the lower 60s tomorrow. Talks are set for tomorrow in Pakistan. The U.S. and Iran will discuss their shaky ceasefire and the possibility of a long-term deal. For one thing, Iran wants Israel to stop pounding Lebanon.
Their bottom line still seems to be there has to be a ceasefire in Lebanon, and Israel is going no dice. In fact, the military said today battling Hezbollah in Lebanon is its chief priority now. We have to assume there's a lot of horse trading going on behind the scenes, and we won't really know the outcome probably till tomorrow.
CBS's Elizabeth Palmer. Also, Iran is now demanding the release of blocked Iranian assets before talks can begin. Kuwait is accusing Iran of launching drone attacks despite the ceasefire. Meantime, Tehran still has the Strait of Hormuz mostly shut down. President Trump says Iran is doing a poor job by not allowing the free flow of ships there. Earlier this week, ICE arrested a 19-year-old Cheshire high school student. Rozan is the son of an Afghan interpreter, Zia, who was detained and released last year in a high-profile case. Lawyers say the family came to the U.S. legally. Attorney Lauren Peterson says Rozan's application for full residency is pending.
But the U.S. government looked at his specific case, the danger he was in, and gave him permission in advance to enter this country. We invited him here. He went to a U.S. embassy in Pakistan, and a visa was pasted into a travel document, was put into his hand.
He's now held in a federal facility in Plymouth, Mass, despite the fact no charges have been filed. The group, Afghan Avac, says detaining the same family twice while they follow the law is not enforcement. It's arbitrary and unjust. Meantime, the Hearst newspapers report ICE has moved a Southern Connecticut State student to a detention center in Louisiana. Kayla Vasquez Zuniga was detained last week on campus. A suspect is charged with murder in the 2022 birthday party shooting of 15-year-old Zion Burton in Fairfield. Others were hurt as gunfire broke out in a banquet hall at Calvin United Church of Christ. Fairfield Police Chief Michael Paris.
This arrest is the direct result of tireless police work, strong partnerships, persistence, and a refusal to give up. Investigations such as this are complex. They take time and patience.
The suspect, 16 at the time, is in custody. Charges include murder, assault, and carrying a pistol without a permit. The chief says the case will ultimately be transferred to adult court. Artemis II is scheduled to splash back to Earth tonight. The moon mission crew faces a critical moment on the way home, the entry into Earth's upper atmosphere. CBS's Bill Harwood.
The whole spacecraft is going to be enveloped in a cloud of electrically charged plasma. Temperatures on the heat shield will reach up to 5,000 degrees.
All eyes are on the capsule's life-protecting heat shield. On the only other test flight in 2022 with no one on board, the shield's exterior was damaged. The Orion capsule will hit 32 times the speed of sound as it re-enters the atmosphere. The largest monthly jump in gas prices in 6 decades sparked a spike in inflation last month. Consumer prices rose 3.3% in March from the previous year, according to the Labor Department. It's the biggest increase since May 2024. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 246, S&P dropping 5 points. The NASDAQ is up 76 points. And we check the WTIC forecast.
Lots of sunshine out there today. A little bit of a breeze, but we're coming down from a high in the upper 60s. As we head through tonight, we're partly cloudy with a couple of showers late, the low 48. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny and breezy with a high of 61, and as we go into tomorrow night, we're clear with a low of 36. A few areas could dip near freezing. Sunday is sun followed by clouds with a high of 59. This is meteorologist Melissa Constanzer in the WTIC Weather Center.
64 degrees and sunny now. Sports at the Masters. Rory McIlroy has gained 3 shots in the first 4 holes of the second round. He's at 8 under, a 3-shot lead over Sam Burns and Justin Rose. Baseball, Red Sox in St. Louis. Play-by-play on WTIC starts with the pregame at 7:15. Yankees at Tampa Bay, Mets home for the Athletics. Yard Goats in Reading, they're home Tuesday to play Richmond. AHL, the Wolfpack hosting Providence. And the NBA, Celtics host New Orleans. The Knicks home for Toronto. For more, check out WTIC.com. I'm Dave Mager, WTIC 1080 News.
Ned Lamont and the Hartford Clowns have a problem telling the truth. Here's Ned.
And we're trying to make life a little less expensive for working families in the middle class.
Talk is cheap, Ned, but you know what's not? Our electric bills. Aaron Stewart is the no BS candidate for governor. Aaron knows that 1, Connecticut exports a third of the energy we generate, while we pay the highest prices in New England. That's BS. 2, the Hartford Clowns put a hidden tax on your bill, the public benefits charge. Complete BS. And 3, Ned wants electric leaf blowers instead of gas, so he's importing hydropower from Canada. Really? Canada? Total BS.
And we're trying to make life a little less expensive.
I'm Aaron Stewart. I'm running for governor because it's time for something different, like cutting the BS. Only Hartford would ship out the energy we make and ship in expensive Canadian energy. Join me at Aaron4CT.com. I approve this message.
Paid for by Aaron for Connecticut, Valerie Marino Treasurer.
Low testosterone can be a real problem for many men. It causes poor sleep patterns, decreased energy, brain fog, low sex drive, and it makes it tough to stay in shape. And as we all know, a healthy body is important to our overall health and well-being. This is Dale for Northeast Men's Health. And if some or all of those symptoms sound like you, we can likely help you be done with low T. But more than this, we can also help you lose weight, support your metabolism, improve your gains in the gym, and more with our new targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, and more. Our low T protocols, applied in conjunction with our body composition plans, will help most men see real improvements, true weight loss, higher energy, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and a renewed sex drive as well. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 800-930-5956 or visit northeastmenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the Northeast to serve you.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Reese on the radio, making sense of the news. Yeah, even when it makes no sense at all. Now on WTIC News Talk 1080.
All right, we're back. Reese on the radio. Rozan on the radio is here as well. Rozan, you're not here all the time. I'll be honest with you. Well, I don't have to be honest with you because you know this yourself. The ladies who listen to Reese on the radio love you a hell of a lot. And tell everyone what some of these ladies always say to you about you being here on the show. Do you know? I mean, they say a lot of the same thing, but what's the refrain, the one that they keep repeating?
Can I be totally honest with you?
You know, yeah.
I don't really absorb it because my ego is out of control already. Like I don't need any help. So I smile, I say thank you, and it's gone because I don't. Is that wrong?
No, it's okay. It's a way to keep your ego in check if you know that it can be out of control.
It's bad enough like when you compliment me, I'm like, oh my God, like I totally gush. But I try to, believe it or not, I try to maintain.
Because you don't want to be too big for your britches or to take that for granted.
Well, not only that, I think, it's going to sound mean, I think people are saying it to be nice.
Really?
I think it's a pleasant, kind thing to say, yeah, and so...
you really don't think that they affectionately really enjoy you on the show? Seriously. It's okay if you don't think so.
I mean, I think that...
You think they're being nice?
No, I think that my presence is a welcome change, and I'm sure that, they do genuinely enjoy having me on this show. I don't want it to feel like it's more than that. Like I don't want it to seem like I don't want to be one of those people who walks around thinking I'm a celebrity and I'm like, oh my God, I'm here, you're welcome. Like I never want it to get that way. So I really just kind of say I take it and I say thank you and I let it fall out of my head because it's just. I don't know.
By the way, they're going to love the fact that you said that.
Oh, shut up.
They are. Listen, people really.
I didn't say it to, like.
No, I know you didn't.
For applause.
I apologize. At the risk of making it appear like you had said it for some purpose, I did not train you. You do not have any media training by me.
I know. Can you pull your hand out of my back?
I did not train you for this. But the thing that they often say is that, can we get you on more? They always.
Oh, I'm totally down to be on more. I love talking to you. I love being here. I love doing this. I honestly, this isn't about more, time on air. I hate when you're at work. I do. I love being. It's such a weird place. I love being at home. I love the alone time. I love my alone time. I love it. I don't think I'd really want to get rid of that. But I love even more than that, talking to you, being in your space. Like, when you go to sleep before me, you probably don't even realize this. I lay on my side and you made me get this stupid king size bed, and I have to shoot my leg all the way over just so I can put my foot on your calf.
I made you get a stupid king-size bed. Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? No person is ever called a king-size bed stupid.
I wanted my queen so that I could just...
You'd have had us sleep in a full if I wasn't 6'3".
I just really like, being near you, so...
I think the word you're looking for is smother.
Whatever. Smother, snuggle, what's the difference?
Well, I appreciate that. But the reason why I was bringing it up was the fact that the ladies they really do respect your opinion when you talk about things. They think that you're hilarious. We posted that video from Negro Nonsense about the watermelon Palestine thing, and you were the star of that video, which I thought still to this day, everyone who's seen it just said, oh my goodness, that's hilarious. So I think you've got a really, really good natural ability to be funny.
Let's talk about something else now.
No, there's a reason why.
Okay.
But what people don't know, and this is an opportunity to share with them about you, is the level of...
Petty?
Yes.
Oh, God,
and
it's
annoying.
my favorite. It's my favorite. I love it.
The level of petty that you have and the low threshold for bull crap.
It's so low. It's so low. It's so low. I have zero. I tried. Okay, so we're at the thing today, and who was it? Blumenthal was talking.
Yes.
And there's all these cameras and these tall people, and this freaking one lady in a tan raincoat just kept literally walking in front of people and shoving her and I was like, oh my God! I literally said, this chick is rude as heck. So I crouched down, and I'm between two cameras. And
by the way, it's a great position where you were.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And he's just saying all this crap, and I'm going, oh my God, I'm just making face.
You can't help yourself.
No, I tried. I was good for about 35 seconds.
Listen to me. I take Rozan to events. Let me tell you this. And the reason why I'm bringing this up. So I usually go to these things alone because, again, I want the scrutiny being on me. I don't want it on my wife because somebody will say something to her.
And I'll go off.
No, I'll go off. Somebody says something to Rozan, and it will be like the story I told you about the guy I had to clock when I was holding my son. And it's a thing. It's guttural. It's very, very primitive with me.
My face, the problem is my face has no inside voice.
Exactly. So Rozan, when I take her to events, I tell Rozan, you have to be or learn to be an objective journalist.
It doesn't work.
Don't engage.
Doesn't work.
Just, if you're going to ask a question, just ask and get an answer. Don't have a debate. They may say something completely off the wall. You can't let them get you out of character because what they say is important. That's the purpose of this. So we go to No Kings.
You're content to just let people walking around like idiots, like just completely dumb and idiotic and walking around the world spreading their idiocy. Like I need that, right? Like any of us need that extra idiocy floating around unchecked and uncorrected.
So
somebody has to tell them they're wrong.
Rozan can't stay in character.
Nope.
So when
this is my character.
So we went to No Kings. We go to No Kings a couple of weeks ago, and I'm warning her as we're walking to the crowd in the cold. Sweetheart, just remember, if you're going to ask something, just get answers. If you want to film, just film, but don't get in a debate. It's okay. Just don't say anything. She goes, so you really want me to be quiet? I'm like, yes. If you have to, just don't engage. We're not trying to let them know that we're conservatives. We're not trying to let them know that we work for WTIC. We're not trying to do anything. We just want them to talk. It's fodder. Get their fodder. Well, Rozan wasn't there. 5 minutes. And she was just like, well, what about this? And I'm sitting there just going, now I can't correct my wife when I'm there. Of course, I'm never going to make her look or embarrass her in any way. Like, I am not going to go, I thought we had a plan. I just go, all right, screw it, this is over. So she goes off, and then I've got to deal with it. Plan is obliterated. The whole plan, don't say anything, done, because Rozan is now the featured speaker at the event. No, I'm serious. I am there as the journalist, but Rozan has gone off, and it's debate time at the No Kings rally with Rozan. And I just have to sit there, and I just go, you okay? She's like, no, I'm absolutely fine. You can see the outrage in her face because these people, again, no tolerance for stupidity.
None.
Or, worst off, no tolerance for people who don't know what they're talking about. And someone had the audacity to bring up the military. And that set Rozan off. And I knew it when the person had...
My dad was in the Navy.
And it
during World War what?
It was... But Rozan saw that, and as soon as the woman said it, the first thing that ran through my mind is like, where's the rope so I can tie up my wife? Because she is going to turn into a rabid animal when this woman doesn't know what she's talking about. And she does, and Rozan lays into her. And I go,
I didn't lay into her. I laid fact out, and she wanted no part of the facts.
Yes.
That's not my problem that she wanted no facts. You know what really bothers me? It's called cognitive dissonance. When you see something, you clearly see it is green grass. Nope, it's red. No, it's green. Well, I believe it's red because green is offensive and it's racist. No, honey, you're stupid. It's not my fault you're stupid, but let me help you not continue to spread your stupidity.
Okay.
It's like herpes.
Now,
It gets on people and it spreads unchecked. Somebody's got to correct it. Put a cream on it. Make it go away.
Okay. I set all of this up for one reason. Like I said, I told you, Rozan is petty and has a low threshold for bullcrap. She just does. And you don't have to be sitting in front of her for this. It happens online as well. Please let me present to you the most recent thing that is driving Rozan through the roof. And I think there's a reason why.
I can't stop thinking about how grass lawns are racist and based in white supremacy.
Okay, in case you missed it, listen again. This is a young, I believe, white woman.
She doesn't look white. She's racially ambiguous.
Okay. Talking about Lawncare.
I can't stop thinking about how grass lawns are racist and based in white supremacy. If that doesn't make sense, that's okay, I guess. It seems really obvious to me. It's really upsetting. Bring back weeds. Bring back clover yards. Look, can anything just be okay in its natural state, or do we just have to whitewash everything, make it a competition, and use it as a sign of your worth as a human being in society? Can we just have weeds?
Like those eyebrows. Just leave them in their natural state, honey. She wouldn't have eyebrows. It would all just be a fur down to her eyelashes. Leave it in its natural state, honey.
So I have a theory on why this particular video annoys the hell out of you. It makes you mad.
Why do you think it makes me mad?
Well, you're Mexican.
Well, wouldn't your people be wouldn't you be mad first? Wasn't it your people who did it first?
I don't know.
This little racial tension between me and Reese.
Little bit.
You know why this makes me mad?
Yeah.
How on God's green earth is grass racist?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, but Native Americans lived on the plains. Guess what the plains are covered with?
Grass.
Grass! Sorry, I don't mean to yell at you.
She says lawn care is racist. In other words, manicured lawns is racist. She's saying that people make their lawns look nice, so it means that one lawn looks better than the other.
We're done talking. You're done talking.
Why am I done talking?
You see the video? For those of you who can, when you can, watch the video.
Mm-hmm.
She's sitting on a front porch, clearly in front of what looks like a house because of the siding on, and she's sitting in a chair. She's zoomed in very close. You know why? She's probably, I'm speculating, 100% speculation. There's absolutely no, I can't verify this. She's probably sitting on her front porch, and there's garbage everywhere, and she's probably got 7 cats that are crapping all over the place. There's probably all kinds of nastiness, and if you looked out in her front yard, it's probably overgrown with weeds, and the city, the county is probably banging on her door trying to evict her or fix her yard because she's nasty. That's the problem. She doesn't want to cut her grass, so she's going on TikTok saying, Lawncare is racist. No, it's not. You're lazy. You're lazy, and if you don't want to take care of a lawn, move into an apartment like the normal people.
That's right. I'm not going to lie. It's one of the things that I hate the least or the most about living in an apartment is that I don't have a lawn.
I love it. You know why?
Why?
I love you. You suck at cutting grass.
Yes, this is true.
I don't know how. We're not going to go there. Anyway.
But this really makes you angry.
It is stupid because it's based in stupidity. You know what else is racist? Her eyebrows. Her eyebrows are racist. Her acne is racist. She is wearing spectacles. That's racist. Based in white supremacy, too. She's wearing a white shirt. I'm offended.
Lori says that she believes only rich white people are able to have green grass. That's where she has this issue. Again, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I thought that having a nice lawn was a sense of pride.
I just looked up a statistic. 75% of homeowners or 75% of African Americans own a home.
No.
Yeah, I forgot what the statistic was.
I'm sure it's lower than that.
No, African Americans own homes just as much as white or Asian or Hispanics. African Americans own homes too, right? And to go around talking about, having a manicured lawn makes you a white supremacist. Has this female ever lived in a place not a trailer park?
I don't know.
Because we live in San Antonio. All of our neighbors, with the exception of Heather, all of our neighbors are Mexican, except that there were a few black people here and there.
Yes.
Now that I think about it,
that one black family had the worst lawn.
The worst. It was ill.
There
was a baby mattress, a crib mattress on the side of the house. How do you do that? Regardless. People who spend money, I think they were renters, that's why.
Yes.
People who spend money on their homes, you invested in this thing, you're going to take care of it. You're proud of it. Mm-hmm. This isn't because you're white. It's because you put money into it. Now you want to take care of it.
That's what Lori said. She says, pride in ownership. Let me also read what Ned said. Ned said, wow, trailer park girl with cars on blocks. Hate to see the inside of that house.
Or smell it. I could smell it from my phone. It's like you could smell the cat pee and decaying food.
It's great. Mark actually chimed in. Mark Peach chimed in on the earlier part of the conversation talking about the woman you had in the exchange with about the military. He says, I just love when someone is offended on the military's behalf. My dad was in the Army 3 years. Sunshine, I spent more time in combat than that. Yeah, I totally get that. I mean, I know how you get when people start talking about.
My dad, both my dads, both my grandfathers, 2 of my husbands, and now a child.
Mm-hmm.
And myself.
Yeah.
So, you don't get to tell me I'm offended for the military. Shut up. Shut up. We can speak for, believe it or not only can we use guns, we can use words. I'm on a tear today. Now I'm nice and angry. What else we got?
Rama says, makes me wonder what Little Miss Natural State's grooming habits are.
Oh, ew. I hadn't even considered that.
Rama, I haven't heard from you in a while, but you always knock it out of the park, man. You are like David Ortiz, my friend.
I have to go shave something. I don't care what it is. I got to go shave something.
That's awful. So, yeah, I just wanted to play that for you if you're just joining us and you missed it. This is like Roseanne's peeved moment of the day.
I'm having a day.
Oh, sorry. Well, this one is the one that you hate the most. I mean,
Today,
right
now.
And I think we should make a feature out of that every week. What's ticking off Rozan today?
I can't stop thinking about how grass lawns are racist and like based in white supremacy.
Look, this is one of those things as a husband, like when you really want to tease your wife, like you look for stuff like this. Like, this will drive my wife crazy. Remember the video I showed you this morning of the husband who has his wife taped up at the dining room table, and he's doing all the things that annoy her? He like takes the tea bag and puts it on the table.
I will tell you the two worst ones were scooping the sugar
and letting it spill all over.
Like a foot away from his cup, and there's sugar all like a trail. And the next one is slurping.
Yes, the slurping. You can't. You are annoyed at the way that I eat grapes.
Not okay. I think this is mani pause. That's mani pause. There's a lot to it.
Yeah.
There's an actual medical term for this, but the sounds are now so magnified. Like sounds are intense.
Yeah.
Right now.
You're like the comic book hero Daredevil. You hear everything. I mumbled under my breath. I called Rosanna asshat, and I mumbled
in the other room.
In the other room. And she goes, "Did you just call me an asshat?" I went, goodness gracious, she heard that. I have to be careful. I cannot say a word. It's incredible you're hearing right now.
It's annoying.
Yeah, it is annoying. Everybody stand by. I know people are on the phones. If you want to call up, I know we got a bunch of stuff we talked about, from William Tong to Governor Lamont's office. And of course, Roseanne's clearly very, very low tolerance for insanity. If you want to chime in on that, the number is 860-522-WTIC, 860-522-9842. Some people have something to say. Some people have to say something. Agreed, Lori. Sparky says, the girl that thinks mowing the lawn is racist, but I bet smokes weed.
That's why she wants the weeds back. She wants to pluck it and smoke it.
First of all, that's the first time I ever heard anybody ask for a Cloverfield yard. I'm like, what? Like, that's usually Cloverfields are never what you want in your yard.
I don't know. I think when I hear Cloverfields, I think of Horton Hears a Who.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, the boy loved that. They all live on a little clover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll take a break. We'll come back. More news, more views, and plus your phone calls when we return. It's Reese on the Radio.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law.
Nicholas Russo, 157 Church Street, New Haven, 06510.
Hey, what's up, guys? Reese on the radio here live in Hartford. Don't forget to check us out every weekday, 2 to 6 p.m. on the home of Reese on the Radio, NewsTalk 1080 WTIC.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Claire Haver, a board-certified OBGYN and menopause specialist. My new podcast, Unpaused, is the place for bold, unfiltered conversations about what it really takes for women to thrive in the second half of life. Every week, I sit down with medical experts, cultural icons, and powerhouse women to talk about what really matters. New episodes drop every Tuesday. Listen to and follow Unpaused with me, Dr. Mary Claire Haver, available now wherever you get your podcasts.
There's a lot happening in Washington and in your local neighborhood. Follow WTIC News Talk 1080 on the Odyssey app to keep up with the latest.
How was your break? It was great until I stopped for gas. Prices have gone up almost $1 with no end in sight. I might have to start watching how much I drive.
That's exactly why I use Upside. I never pay full price for gas with the free Upside app.
Upside?
Yes, Upside. It's the free app that gives you cash back just for buying the gas you're already buying. So even with the rising gas prices, I'll never have to limit how much I drive.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Just last year, I made over $200 with the Upside app.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app right now.
Download the free Upside app to earn cash back on the gas you're already buying. Use promo code WAGON. for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WAGON for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first fill-up. That's WAGON.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
And now, a WTIC news update.
64 degrees at 3:30. I'm Dave Mager, WTIC 1080 News. The 2-week ceasefire is on the line as talks begin tomorrow in Pakistan. Vice President Vance will represent the U.S. as it meets with Iran. Kuwait now accuses Iran of breaking the ceasefire with drone attacks.
Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard has denied the claim. The Kuwaiti statement comes as President Donald Trump has cast doubt on the effectiveness of the 2-week ceasefire.
The AP's Charles de Ledesma. Iran wants Israel to stop attacking Lebanon and wants to maintain control over the Strait of Hormuz. Talks between Israel and Lebanon expected to start next week in Washington. A Waterbury man is under arrest for murder. Police say they found 80-year-old Anacelia Sepulveda fatally stabbed in her bed in an apartment on Abbott Terrace. They also found her son on the floor, appearing to be under the influence of drugs. 48-year-old Noel Sepulveda was treated and released, then charged with murder and drug possession. He's being held on $2.5 million bail. A prosecutor says he provided a full confession to police. President Trump's sales tax on Americans, tariffs, are back in court. The U.S. Court of International Trade is hearing arguments in an attempt to overturn the temporary tariffs Trump turned to after the Supreme Court struck down even bigger tariffs. Consumers are not feeling good.
The University of Michigan's preliminary consumer sentiment index for April declined by 11 points from the previous month, with declines across all demographic groups, including politics. Consumers blamed high gas prices, which soared more than 21% higher in March from the previous month in the government's Consumer Price Index, the biggest monthly gain in the history of the CPI.
CBS's Jason Brooks. Consumer prices rose 3.3% in March from the previous year, according to the Labor Department. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 275, S&P dropping 6 points. The NASDAQ is up 88 points. And we check the WTIC forecast.
Lots of sunshine out there today. A little bit of a breeze, but we're coming down from a high in the upper 60s. As we head through tonight, we're partly cloudy with a couple of showers late, the low 48. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny and breezy with a high of 61, and as we go into tomorrow night, we're clear with a low of 36. A few areas could dip near freezing. Sunday is sun followed by clouds with a high of 59. This is meteorologist Melissa Constanzer in the WTIC Weather Center.
64 degrees and sunny now. Sports at the Masters, Rory McIlroy off to a good second-round start. He's at 2 under on the day through 5. He's now 7 under for the tournament, a 2-shot lead on Justin Rose and Sam Burns. Red Sox baseball tonight in St. Louis. Play-by-play coverage on WTIC starts with a pregame at 7:15. For more, check out WTIC.com. I'm Dave Mager, WTIC 1080 News.
Hair Volume from New Nordic will make your hair look thick and healthy. Available as a tablet or delicious gummies. Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Tech, sponsored by Ethos.
Uber may continue its dominance in the rideshare market when robo-taxis become the preferred choice. A Citi research note says that Uber is positioning itself ahead of its rivals in the race for autonomous fleets, thanks to a growing list of partnerships combined with Uber's current size. In the past 2 months, Uber has announced 7 new or expanded autonomous vehicle partnerships, including ordering 10,000 robo-taxis from Rivian. I'm Jason Brooks.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Eat it up, eat it up. The Hartford Yard Goats. Eat it up.
The Yard Goats are back at home April 14th for 6 straight games, and we're jam-packed with promotions. We've got Single in the City, Downtown Divorce Party, Jackie Robinson Day, Most Improved Student Night, Irish Night, Fireworks Friday and Saturday, and halfway to Halloween on Sunday. Kids wear costumes to the game and trick-or-treat around the ballpark. Tickets are still available for all games at yardgoatsbaseball.com.
Life unfolds in ways you never quite expect. Starting a new business, getting remarried, being hurt on the job, or through personal injury. Each time, you're left searching for someone new to trust. But what if you had a full-service law firm that knows you and a firm that can represent all of your legal needs? With BPS Lawyers, you get more than a lawyer. You get a full-service law firm. Visit bpslawyers.com. BPS Lawyers, your lawyers for life. Proud full-service law partner of UConn Athletics. Nick Payne-Dearis is responsible for the content of this ad.
Got a tree causing big trouble in a tiny space? Don't risk it. Call the experts who specialize in the impossible jobs. At Tree Wise Guys of Connecticut, we handle the heavy lifting so you don't have to. From precision limb cutting and stump grinding to full land cleaning and emergency storm damage cleanup. No job is too big and no space is too tight. When it matters most, trust the guys who know trees. Trust Tree Wise Guys of Connecticut. Visit treewiseguysct.com today to get a free quote on your next project. That's treewiseguysct.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/protect. ethos.com/protect. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-566-3062. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-566-3062. That's 800-566-3062.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
It seems like just yesterday when I captured my son's first steps or when we recorded his soccer games on VHS tapes. Those moments are gone. But the old home movies and pictures don't need to be. That's why my son created Legacy Box.
That's right, Mom. Over 1 million families have used Legacy Box to digitally preserve their old home movies and photos.
Simply fill Legacy Box with your old camcorder tapes, film, and photos. They will professionally digitize and send them back on DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud.
With Mother's Day around the corner, it's the perfect time to get your Legacy Box and save your family's history. After all, few things are as important as protecting your precious memories. Give your mom a Mother's Day present she'll never forget. Take advantage of our Mother's Day sale, which starts now. It's our best deal of the year. Save up to 60% off. Visit legacybox.com/radio and for a limited time, get an incredible 60% off your order. That's legacybox.com/radio for 60% off. legacybox.com/radio.
Listen to WTIC News Talk 1080 on the free Odyssey app. Download and like WTIC today for alerts on special programming.
We're back. Reese on the radio. Rozan on the radio is here. Plenty of news and plenty of views to talk about. We will continue with some local news this break because the reason why we were at City Hall was about this young Afghani man, 19 years old, still in high school, who was detained by ICE, and the reason why Blumenthal, Lamont, and AG Tong were there. We'll talk about that a little bit. And I just saw a post on X by Lamont's team.
I have something to say about it. I'm going to wait before I say anything. Let me get to the phones. Bob, I believe, is in Hartford. How are you today, Bob?
Good. Before I get into my topic, I'd just like to say I'm very jealous of you. You have a wife that's amazing, and every guy wish they had her.
Thank you. Much appreciated, sir. What was the...
And what you should investigate is how can Blumenthal, Lamont, Murphy, and Tong not worry about all the injustice done to the African Americans through abortion in Connecticut? All the money they spent to do the abortions, all the money they get from selling the body parts in the abortions. Where is their outrage? I don't know.
There isn't any, and there's none from these so-called activist groups because they don't. They're all in it for themselves. They're all waiting for their own checks. They're hoping to get a piece of the pie, and they know that most of these people who are elected officials are going to get around to them and have a nice, beautiful check for them eventually. They don't protest here because what they want and what they're going to get is crumbs. And it's funny, you say that. Here it is, William Tong, who's got every opportunity that all he has to do is say, I'm going to do a press conference and the cameras will run. And he talks about none of the things that are going on in the African-American community. And as I mentioned, with J. Allen Jones, it's not like William Tong is the guy who killed J. Allen Jones. He's clearly the guy who is suppressing the evidence to get some accountability for his death, or as what the coroner called it, a homicide.
Well, if there wasn't so much fraud in our voting in Connecticut, Blumenthal would never get in, neither would Murphy.
Yeah.
But,
I'm hoping, like I said, I think you're 100% right. I hope that we get somewhere on this voter fraud issue, and I hope we get somewhere on the SAVE Act. But I do know this mail-in ballot, executive order is going to make a little bit of a change in the national elections, especially coming up this November. But I cannot say what other information I have. But thank you. I appreciate you calling back because I know you called back a couple of times and the phone was ringing. So thanks for holding on for me, Bob, okay?
Thank you.
You got it, sir. Let's go to another Bob who's in Waterbury. What's up, buddy?
Hi, Reese. How you doing today? And Rozan.
Hi.
Hello. Rozan, I think you're a great addition to the show. You bring a lot of life to it and everything. And I think you guys make a great couple.
Thank you.
Keep it up. And Reese, you got to be careful. You better sleep with one eye open if you treat her bad.
I got to can I tell you this, Bob? When Roseanne and I were very early, I want to say the first time.
Talk about the birthmark?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was like, good God, move on.
So she slept with a small knife and her 9mm on her desk on her nightstand.
The knife was under the pillow, and
Yes.
the 9mm was on the nightstand.
It was on the nightstand.
You got to sleep with two eyes open.
That's what I said.
Listen, so I told Reese very early on, you don't have to worry about me physically harming you. I've married you, and this marriage, we're blood in, blood out, right? I will be more than happy to spend the rest of my life making him really, really freaking miserable. I will never divorce him. I'll never hurt him. I will get so much joy from making him miserable if he ever hurt me.
See, and this is the reason why I'm on my P's and Q's.
Hey, Reese, I hope that I helped you out today.
I think you did, sir. I think you did.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
You guys have a great weekend.
Thank you, man. You too.
Thank you.
Let's go to, again, our good friend Rudy. He just called in yesterday, but apparently something else has got under his skin. What's up, big guy?
Well, I'll get to it in a second, but I got to say, you never take my calls when your wife's on the air. And
I didn't even know that I did that, but she's here now.
Right. And it's funny that when you married her, she was a Democrat with a knife and a gun under her bed. But now I know why she wears the pants in the family.
I'm cool with your illusion of that. And see,
here's
even
the
she
other
laughed.
thing. Yesterday, you were whiter than me. So,
That's
Roseanne,
right.
when you want a real black man, because as I said, I'm part Sicilian. I got one other dirt before I want to talk about the election. Martina Navratilova from the Communist Czech Republic, right?
Yeah.
Who's mad at Democrats about men in locker rooms, but she still votes Democrat.
Yep.
She's got Trump derangement syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
She just blasted Republicans, conservatives, and MAGA because 18-year-olds automatically get enrolled in selective service right now. They don't have to voluntarily sign up.
I'm glad you brought that up because we're going to talk about that today.
It was never voluntarily. I was facing jail time or a fine or a felony. When I turned 18, I had so many days that I had.
That is 100% right. I was just talking to Adam 12 about that.
How can these politicians be so ignorant?
So if anything, they just saved a bunch of conservatives because 70% of the military hates Democrats, and that's from a Military Times survey in 2020. Only 21% identify as liberals. And now you're actually getting conservatives automatically enrolled in the military, which we need. And she's complaining that we're forcing people into the military, which isn't the case. I hate to tell you, if they didn't draft my grandfather and probably Rozan's, the Czech Republic would be speaking Germany.
Wait. Let's not forget. She can talk a whole lot of smack coming from the Czech Republic. Go a couple of states over. What did Ukraine do last year and the year before that? Didn't they draft every citizen? You weren't even allowed to leave. They were picking them up off the street.
Senior citizens and teenagers.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't hear anything from what's her name again?
Sheminsky.
Rozan and I have like the same type of family. My grandfather was World War II. My dad was Korean War, military intelligence. Me and my cousin served, and my niece's husband served. And he's a messed up Afghan veteran with, the lawnmower backfires, and he's under the couch. So, I mean, my family gave a lot to the United States of America. So I don't want to hear. I used to get pissed off bartending in Chester.
Yeah.
And I can't forget the other town that I was in. And, the bar's 80% liberal. And they're like, thank you for your service. I'm like, if you vote for Hillary Clinton or don't thank me.
Rescinded.
And they used to get mad. So here's why I called in, though.
Yeah.
My pit bull friend from West Hartford, Mark.
Oh, yeah, sure.
He's been dissecting all the candidates for governor. I'm sure you see it.
Of course. I literally just spoke to him about it before the show.
And he actually loves me because he's like, Kevin left 8 years ago, and he knows more about Connecticut politics today
than the people who live here.
So we've broken down what's wrong with Aaron and Betsy and all that, and we get attacked. And they're like, if we don't unite and blah, 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 we can't win. We all have to be on the same page. And I said this, and a person from a GOP person from New Hampshire chimed in.
Mm-hmm.
And it backs up what I even said to you on the radio recently. It doesn't matter if you fight until you actually get a real CT GOP, because all these flawed candidates aren't going to win. But even if one wins, and I don't know what it's...
You think it's going to be more of the same?
2018, 2020, 2022, 2024... the CT GOP left 35 to 40 seats empty statewide.
Yeah.
So that's why the Democrats have a supermajority in the House and Senate. And even if you put God in the governor's office as a Republican, he can't veto a damn thing.
No, understood.
I said this.
Understood. But you guys
like Dave and Branford, guys like Joe, guys like Mark, guys like you, people like you that are diehard conservatives that have been complaining for 10 years on this show, don't step up and run for their local Senate or House seats to get that majority back, it doesn't matter who you put in the governorship.
Agreed.
It's sad. And you don't even have a candidate this year that's going to get more than 35% of the vote.
Listen to me. Hold on, Rudy. I'd said this before, and I had this conversation with a person who's a Democrat who said that same exact thing. So I'm going to do it this way. Instead of arguing with you back and forth.
You don't have my music queued up.
No, because I didn't know you were going to call today. I thought you called yesterday. I will do this, okay? Gentlemen's bet on this one, okay? And wait, I don't know what part are you in? Northern Florida, mid-Florida? You near
yes, where in Florida
Where in Florida? You near the Panhandle, or you near like...
No, all right. I'll put it, I'm smack dab in the middle of I-4, 45 minutes from Clearwater, 45 minutes from Disney World.
Oh, I know exactly where you are.
I got to it's Lakeland, Florida. It's right on I-4.
I know exactly where it is.
180,000 people, 5 murders a year, no rapes. But hey, we've had such an invasion of conservatives and a lot of minority conservatives. It's fascinating that if you come down here now, you could get Kelly's roast beef that's famous in Boston. You could get Colony Pizza. You could get Pepe's Pizza. We have a couple that came from the Bronx that's Puerto Rican, and they've opened 3 locations in Tampa and Brandon, Florida, that are bodega sandwiches. It's almost like my barber is from Newark, and he's Dominican. His partner is Puerto Rican from Philly. It's like the old school New York
Yeah, it's
City
like having
barbershop.
the Northeast in Florida.
There's a bat from the 1981 World Series on the wall, and there's an Allen Iverson picture dunking on Kobe in the 2001 NBA. It's amazing, but we're starting to get the food culture. No, I'm not talking about the high-end stuff but we're getting the comfort food.
Yeah, I hear you.
Let's go.
I've had 3 Italian delis open up within an hour of me.
Hey, how far are you from the Villages?
Oh, he's pretty far.
No, I'm not.
No,
Thank you.
I need to go to a break,
Rudy
both
and
of
I
you.
are chatting. How far are you from the Villages?
About 60 miles.
Okay, we're going to go visit.
Still an hour. Anyway.
Don't go to the Villages.
Yes, I know. It's STD Farms.
Well, we're not sleeping with them.
That's where I'm going to find my sugar mama. I got to retire in 2 years.
I got to take a break.
Find an 80-year-old widower with money.
Get out of here.
Unless Rozan wants a real black man.
All right, get out of
here.
here. That's it. That's not happening. Get out of here.
I don't know. Can Rudy afford me?
No, he cannot. I can't. We'll take a break. We'll come back. More news, more views. Traffic and weather's coming up, too, in the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. We'll see you in a minute.
Many of you know that my inspiration for becoming an accident attorney was my brother Tim, who was rendered a quadriplegic at age 18. I didn't know what a personal injury lawyer was or what they did, but I soon did. Tim was treated terribly by the insurance company, and I became enraged. It was a constant delay and deny. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Tim later worked with me for 27 years. Last year, my hero died at age 65. You can see my eulogy for him by visiting mybrothertim.com. He was one hell of a man. Because of Tim, together we built the largest injury firm in the world, and our clients are treated the way I would want my family to be treated. At Morgan & Morgan, nobody is a nobody and everybody is a somebody. If you need our help, visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer. See you soon, Tim. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law.
Nicholas Russo, 157 Church Street, New Haven, 06510.
Ned Lamont and the Hartford Clowns have a problem telling the truth. Here's Ned.
And we're trying to make life a little less expensive for working families in the middle class.
Talk is cheap, Ned, but you know what's not? Our electric bills. Aaron Stewart is the no BS candidate for governor. Aaron knows that 1, Connecticut exports a third of the energy we generate, while we pay the highest prices in New England. That's BS. 2, the Hartford Clowns put a hidden tax on your bill. The public benefits charge. Complete BS. And 3, Ned wants electric leaf blowers instead of gas, so he's importing hydropower from Canada. Really? Canada? Total BS.
And we're trying to make life a little less expensive.
I'm Aaron Stewart. I'm running for governor because it's time for something different, like cutting the BS. Only Hartford would ship out the energy we make and ship in expensive Canadian energy. Join me at Aaron4CT.com. I approve this message.
Paid for by Aaron for Connecticut, Valerie Marino Treasurer.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-700-6898. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-700-6898 or biglou.com.
It's Reese on the radio on News Talk 1080 WTIC.
I got to tell you, look, Matteo says that you've obviously never driven in Florida. 60 miles, that's about 15 minutes. No, it isn't. Okay?
Well, so we were in San Antonio to go 60 miles where the speed limit is 75. That still took us like 40, 45 minutes.
Exactly. All right.
So what people don't understand is even like if you increase your speed by 5 or 10 miles over the speed limit, you're literally only reducing your arrival time by like 2 or 3 minutes.
Florida, everywhere you go. I'll never forget when Derek Headley said to me when I went to Florida for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
He says to me, he goes, I go, drive me to 7-Eleven. I'm like, I don't want to ride today. I was like, where is it? He was like, it's right down the road. 20 minutes later.
That's like San Antonio. We don't tell you the distance. We tell you how many hours to get there.
Exactly.
Or it's around the corner.
Yeah.
And, you know.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing as around the corner. I'm from Queens. Around the corner is around the corner. Up the block is up the block. Right? These people, they said, it's right down the road. Oh, what the hell does that mean?
45 minutes later.
Exactly. Up the road. If you're accustomed to it, that's a regular trip. I'm not going to lie. The Stop and Shop from our apartment is about 12 minutes away. I'm not going to lie to you. I hate the drive. It's too long. It's too long. 12 minutes in a car driving that isn't going to another state or an event out of town.
I feel like you're just too grumpy.
Nobody should drive 12 minutes to the grocery store. It should be close by. I'm from New York. The grocery store is right there. That's where it is.
And
Walk out the door, right there.
This is why I DoorDash or Instacart everything.
And you had a pizza delivered from your favorite pizzeria. And by the way, it's good pizza. I'm just stunned at who owns it. And because they shouldn't be making pizza, right? Say it.
It's really good pizza.
It is good pizza. I'm not lying.
Really
they should not be allowed to make pizza. It should be a law. There should be a law.
I can't say what I want to say because it's going to get me canceled.
I'm walking in and there's cricket on the television. They should not be making pizza, but it's good pizza nonetheless. That pizza.
I hate you so much.
I drove there from the station to go get pizza from there, and then drove back home. It was 15 minutes to get there, and you have that pizza delivered. That's too far. No wonder they charge so much for that pizza.
It's freaking delicious.
It is delicious. I'm not saying that. They should not be allowed.
Quit griping.
Okay?
Just
I'm
quit
just
your
saying.
griping.
Okay?
I take good care of you, don't
If I found out that, I don't know, William Tong made chitlins and
sorry
and hog moss, I would go, what are you doing? What are you doing? Everybody else would say it.
It's like La China Fondita in Santa, the Chinese restaurant right down the road from our house.
Who owns it? Mexicans. Have we eaten at that Chinese restaurant?
Never. La China Fondita.
That's right. It's a Chinese restaurant. That's right. A Chinese restaurant that is owned and run by Mexicans. We've never eaten there. Hold on. How close is it to our house? It's around the corner.
Yeah,
it is. It's the closest restaurant to
2
us.
miles.
That's right. It's closer than the Jack in the Box we actually went to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lived in Hawaii, and we went to a Mexican restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Japanese. Everybody's Japanese.
That's just insane.
It was white rice with ketchup on it.
We got to take our first break. Let's get to weather and traffic. Our first break for weather and traffic. Mark Christopher's here. He's in the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Reese, thank you very much. Good afternoon to you, and good afternoon, everyone. And if you are heading into downtown Hartford right now, you're on the southbound side of I-91, delays approaching 33 down to 32. A little bump down by exit 28, sluggish again 23. West Street and Rocky Hill down to the Route 9 interchange. Northbound 91, a little slow, approaching 21 up to 22 in Cromwell. Then a good ride into Hartford. If you're westbound 84, you're going to see some slow traffic approaching 57 in East Hartford. If you're traveling west of that, slowing again just after 56 out to 47 Sigourney Street. 84 eastbound's locked up. 44 Prospect Oakwood down into the tunnel. 2 westbound slowing. 1D up to the 84 West merge. Also 2 westbounds tight in Glastonbury from exit 6 to 4. Heading into Middletown, 9 northbound delays Harbor Park up to the Aragoni Bridge. 84 westbound in Cheshire slowing by the 691 interchange again from 26 up to 25 and 23 to the Mixmaster. 84 eastbound Waterbury's tight from 18 up to the Mixmaster. And southbound Parkway, you've got delays from exit 50 down into the West Rock Tunnel on the southbound side of the Parkway. This traffic report is being brought to you by Columbia Implant Center. Traffic moves slow, but your transformation shouldn't. Columbia Implant Center provides full dental implants in just one visit. Open 7 days a week in Manchester to fit your busy life. Get your smile back today at Columbia Implant TransitCenter.com. Traffic and weather together on the 8th WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
Lots of sunshine out there today. A little bit of a breeze, but we're coming down from a high in the upper 60s. As we head through tonight, we're partly cloudy with a couple of showers late, the low 48. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny and breezy with a high of 61, and as we go into tomorrow night, we're clear with a low of 36. A few areas could dip near freezing. Sunday is sun followed by clouds with a high of 59. This is meteorologist Melissa Constanzer in the WTIC Weather Center.
This is WTIC News Talk 1080 with Brian and Company in the morning, Reese on the radio in the afternoon, and news around the clock. WTIC and WTIC FM HD2 Hartford and Odyssey Station.
64 degrees at 4. I'm Dave Mager, WTIC 1080 News. Talks are set for tomorrow. The U.S. and Iran scheduled to discuss the ceasefire that's been on the brink, but Iran has demands before talks get started. One, for Israel to stop attacking Lebanon, and two, the release of frozen Iranian assets.
Vice President Vance has a message for Iran as he heads to Pakistan for talks aimed at ending the war. Vance says if Tehran is willing to negotiate in good faith, the U.S. is willing to extend an open hand. But
if they're going to try to play us, then they're going to find that the negotiating team is not that receptive.
Still, Vance says he thinks the talks will be positive. They come with a temporary ceasefire on the verge of collapsing. There's a big gulf between Iran's public demands and those from the U.S. and Israel. President Trump is ripping Iran for not heeding demands to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Sagar Meghani, Washington.
And talks between Israel and Lebanon expected to start next week in Washington. Kuwait, meantime, accuses Iran of launching drone attacks despite the ceasefire. There's an arrest in the 2022 birthday party murder of 15-year-old Zion Burton in Fairfield. Police say a 16-year-old was responsible for the banquet hall gunfire that killed Burton and injured others. It happened at a party where several hundred people were. Fairfield Police Chief Michael Paris.
For the family of the victim, 15-year-old Zion Burton, this arrest does not erase the pain, grief, and loss that they have endured over the last several years. There is no arrest that can ever fully heal what they have gone through. However, I hope today represents an important step towards justice and accountability.
Paris did not release the name of the suspect, who was underage at the time of the shooting, but he says he'll likely be charged as an adult with murder and other counts. A Waterbury man now charged with killing his elderly mother. Police say they found 80-year-old Anacelia Sepulveda fatally stabbed in her bed on Abbott Terrace last night. They also found her son on the floor, appearing to be under the influence of drugs. 48-year-old Noel Sepulveda was treated and released, then charged with murder and drug possession. He's being held on $2.5 million bail. The prosecutor says he gave a full confession to police. Attorneys and state officials calling for the release of a Cheshire High School senior now detained at the same Plymouth, Massachusetts facility where his father was shipped last year. The father, Zia, is free now. He was a translator for the U.S. Armed Forces in Afghanistan and came to the U.S. legally. The family is now seeking permanent residency. But ICE seized Zia's son, Rozan, this week. Cheshire State Rep Liz Linehan became emotional talking about the teen, a classmate of her daughter.
A strong student and by all accounts a quiet and kind member of our community was detained unlawfully earlier this week. He entered this country lawfully as a child with his family, and after his father risked his life for the safety of American interests and troops in Afghanistan.
No charges have been filed. The crew of Artemis II splashes down in the Pacific tonight after orbiting the moon. CBS's Peter King.
The recovery crews will come get them out of the spacecraft. They will attach a raft to the side of the Orion capsule, and one by one, each of the crew members will come out and be brought into a helicopter overhead and then taken to the recovery ship.
Commander Reed Wiseman says being cut off from all of humanity for almost an hour while behind the moon was especially surreal. The largest monthly jump in gas prices in 6 decades sparked a spike in inflation. Consumer prices rose 3.3% in March from the previous year. That's according to the Labor Department. It's the biggest increase since May 2024. On Wall Street, the Dow closing down 269. The S&P was down 8 points. The NASDAQ was up 80. Sports. ESPN reporting UConn's 7'1" sophomore center Eric Ryba has entered the transfer portal. At the Masters, Rory McIlroy in front at 7 under. He's got a 2-shot lead over Justin Rose and Patrick Reed. Baseball, Red Sox in St. Louis. Play-by-play coverage on WTIC starts with the pregame at 7:15. Yankees at Tampa Bay, Mets home for the A's, Yard Goats in Reading. AHL, the Wolfpack hosting Providence. NBA, the Celtics host New Orleans. The Knicks home for Toronto. For more, check out WTIC.com. I'm Dave Maker, WTIC 1080 News.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. We're proud to offer high-quality, rechargeable hearing aids starting at just $98. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and hear the difference today by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Reese is on the radio. Here we go now. He's on the radio. One time, he's on the radio. Give it to him now. He's on the radio. Yo, we never finish 'cause the party don't stop. The way we consider the politics, we on top. We flip it like sandals, except we never flop. And when we drop, you know we gon' pop. Reese is on the radio. Here we go now. Reese is on the radio. One time, come on. Reese is on the radio. Give it to him now. Reese is on the radio.
We're back. Reese on the radio. And in this next half of the program, we have Governor Lamont, who says that Connecticut will not stay silent as a young man is taken by ICE. I got to be honest, I don't know what that means. I don't know why people say it. I mean, will not stay silent. I'm like, what do you mean? What does it mean? I don't know. We're going to find out. What does it mean to not stay silent on the case? It sounds crazy.
They've already moved on.
Yeah.
He's already forgotten what he was doing this morning.
I don't even know. Let's get another check of traffic and weather. A man who will not stay silent about traffic. Mark Christopher is in the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. Hey, man.
Got to keep yapping about the traffic.
There you go, man. At least that means something.
I hope so. I hope that means a little bit. Well, we have a lot of it. If you're westbound 84, you're tied up 56 Governor Street out to 45 Flatbush. 84 eastbound's locked up from 44 Prospect Oakwood down to the Bulkley. 91 southbound, look for delays 33 down to 32 A&B. Another bump down by exit 28. Sluggish again, approaching 23 down to 22 in the Route 9 interchange. If you're northbound 91, slowing in Cromwell 21 up to 22. After that, you get a good ride into downtown Hartford. If you're traveling on the eastbound side of Route 2, you're okay. Glastonbury to Marlboro. 2 westbound, a little tight by exit 4, and again at the 84 West merge in East Hartford. Traveling into Middletown right now. 9 northbound, you'll see slow traffic as you approach the Aragoni Bridge. 84 eastbound in Waterbury, sluggish from 17 up to the Mixmaster. Again, some slow traffic by 23. Westbound 84, pretty much as sluggish now from the 691 interchange right up to the Mixmaster in Waterbury. Southbound Parkway delays from 51 down into the West Rock Tunnel, and 95 southbound, you're slowing 46 down to 44 in West Haven. Traffic and weather together on the 8th WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
As we head in through tonight, we are going to be partly cloudy, a couple of showers late. This is all coming from a cold front moving across our area. The low, 48 degrees. Tomorrow, it's a little breezy out there, but it'll be mostly sunny, and we should still hit a high of 61. As we head into tomorrow night with clear skies, it's a low of 36. Some of our outlying areas could fall near that freezing mark. Sunday will be followed by some more clouds, sunshine followed by some more clouds for the afternoon with a high of 59. Going into Monday, this is where we start to warm things up quite a bit into next week. We are going to be largely cloudy, still could be some showers out there, but the high is 75 degrees. And Tuesday, we're even warmer with sun and clouds and a high of 81. Right now, it's 67 in New Britain, 66 in Windsor, and 65 in Hartford. This is meteorologist Melissa Constanzer in the WTIC Weather Center.
Hi, Eric Hogarth, Money Wisdom. This week we're going to talk about very, very important things in retirement and life planning. Wills, estates, do I need it? What can I do? Tune in this Saturday at 8:30 right here on WTIC News Talk 1080.
Education from the best universities in the country and around the world. Experience, more than 25 years. Address, 12 locations throughout Connecticut. Communication skills, speak more than 30 languages. Scope of practice, complete multi-dental specialties. Awards and achievements, innovative in-house digital lab. This is our resume, columbiadental.com. Making dental prosthesis in the same day 365 days a year. Call 860-645-0111.
I met my wife in law school at the University of Florida. She was from upstate New York and I was from Kentucky. We met at a daily mass at St. Augustine's. She was the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen in my life. After communion, I followed her out of the church and got her phone number. The rest is history. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Little did we know that one day we would have 4 children and the largest injury firm in the world. All 4 work in the business. It's a family business. Did I ever see this coming? Hell no. We just worked very hard and treated our clients like we would want to be treated, like family. It's a full-service injury firm, auto accidents, medical malpractice, workers' compensation, Social Security, and insurance disputes. We're open 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit forthepeople.com and we can get to work on your case. No recovery, no fee. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial pound law.
Nicholas Russo, 157 Church Street, New Haven, 06510.
It's Reese on the radio on News Talk 1080 WTIC.
All right, we're back. It's Reese on the radio. You don't know why I didn't think about this. There's so much news going on that I forget about certain things. So, Rozan, I'm kind of going to ask you to play my Gal Friday right now.
I don't know what that means.
Wow. Okay. You're only 9 years younger than me.
I don't know what a Gal Friday is.
You've never heard of that?
No.
Never even heard that term?
What does it mean?
Okay, so in essence, you're kind of working as an assistant. Your Gal Friday is somebody who, like, sort of backs you up. I need
Am
certain...
I your Vanna White?
I guess that would be
okay, I'll
a
be
sort
your
of...
Vanna White, sure.
This one's different. Okay. Do you remember the 2 young men who were taken into custody? They showed up at an anti-immigration rally outside of Mayor Mamdani's home.
The bombers.
They threw bombs. I need you to just find out one quick tidbit about the 2 young men. And this is very important to this story. Because I hear all these people, and if we had stayed at the event today or the press conference that Dave Mager was just talking about, this is the question I would have brought up. But I got the great piece of Andrew Tong, so I kind of squandered it. But this is important because now what I want you to look up specifically, if I didn't say it, is that I need you to look up the 2 young men and their parents. I think that they are from Pennsylvania. I'm positive on that. Lori is also the head of Reese search here at Reese on the Radio. See what I did there? Lori, if you're by a computer, I want you to look this up and tell me if you find it. If indeed the young men were either born here or their parents are first-generation immigrants into the country.
So the parents, Amir Balat's parents were born in Turkey.
Okay.
And Ibrahim Qayyumi's parents were born in Afghanistan.
Right. That's the one I want.
In 2009 and 2004.
Okay. That's the ages of the years that the 2 young men were born?
They naturalized.
Okay,
As
naturalized.
citizens in 04 and 09.
Give me the Afghanistan family. When did they get here? This is very important. And I know some people's wheels are turning. They know where I'm going here. Because that is a very important part of all of this. And I am trying to get people to think outside of the headline. As this story was going on, I kept saying to myself, wait a minute. It isn't as simple as people think it is. You've got all of the heartstring pullers who are out there. He's an honor student. He's a good boy.
He's 19.
A father who was in Afghanistan risking his life against the Taliban. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Lori, right on point. 2 Pennsylvania men accused of throwing homemade bombs during a far-right protest outside New York City's Orem Mamdani's home Saturday said they were inspired by ISIS, according to the court complaint. Emir Balat, 18, and Ibrahim Qayyumi, 19, were charged on Monday, providing material support to a terrorist organization and using a weapon of mass destruction, according to Jay Clayton, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. The men who remain in custody also face charges of transporting explosive materials and unlawful possession of destructive devices, authorities said. Now, what'd you find out on the Ibrahim boy from Afghanistan?
The father arrived in New York City in the early 1990s.
Okay.
The mother, it just says, was naturalized in 2009.
The Afghanistan kids.
They
Okay.
own a $2.25 million home in Newtown, Pennsylvania.
Okay, now, listen to my point. Those people, those Afghanis were here since, as you said, the 1990s?
Right.
Okay? The 19-year-old boy was online and committed, as they just said here, they were providing material support to a terrorist organization. They are the age of the young man who is now being detained by ISIS. His father used to work in Afghanistan for the U.S. as a translator or whatever, okay? And he brought his 19-year-old son here. And even if he got here, 4 years ago, that means that he got here roughly about, 15, maybe 13 years old when he came into the country? Okay.
Okay.
That's an important thing here.
I'm thinking about when the person we know was going to Dulles to vet these Afghanis before they were all dumped in the boys' high school.
That's right.
The boy is only 18, and his whole high school demographic went from Black and Latino to Arab.
Right.
And now they have all the Arab high school, all the Arab holidays off from school. They don't get a winter break anymore. They don't get none of that. That was so he just graduated last year, so had to have been within the last 4 to 5 years.
Right. So again, just so everybody understands, this is a 19-year-old Afghani boy living
He's
in
a man.
Living in the United States. His father, again, because everybody keeps talking about his father. Well, his father served with the U.S. His father served with the U.S. Father served with the U.S. Now, continue to be my gal Friday. I want you to look up the 2 service members in Washington, D.C., one of which who died, the other one who was at the State of the Union. Do we remember that individual who came to Washington, D.C. and shot the 2?
In D.C.
That's right. Remember him? That happened, what was that, earlier this year or last year? It must have been no, it was last year. But because I know that during the State of the Union, one of them was remembered, and one of them, the young lady who passed away, who died of her injuries, was honored at the State of the Union of President Trump.
I can't say this name.
That's okay. You can't say his name. Where's the young...
29-year-old Afghan national ambushed 2 West Virginia National Guardsmen, shot critically, staff sergeant. He was shot and wounded. Afghan Pashtu from Khost province arrived in the U.S. in September of 2021, which is right in that time frame. Granted asylum in 25. Previously worked with the CIA-blocked elite counterterrorism unit in Kandahar.
What was that again?
He worked with the CIA-backed elite counterterrorism unit.
Did this man kill a service member in Washington, D.C.?
He did. He ambushed you, and I believe he was screaming...
Allahu Akbar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
my salami like a lake.
Yeah. But the bottom line is, was he doing that? Did he work for the United States?
Yeah.
So I can only ask one question. And again, I'm the only person who's making this connection here. I'm sure a lot of people are, okay? But I want them to think outside the box.
Oh, the couple in, was it California that went into the gay bar? What was it, like a decade ago?
Mm-hmm. Well, again,
weren't they Afghani as well?
I don't remember that. That's too old, but that wouldn't have been. But my bottom line is that in recent history, we have Afghanis right now, right off the bat, we have two in just a matter of months from each other.
The Boston school shooter?
No, I would go.
The ROTC
No.
shooter.
Hold on. The ROTC shooter. Here we are, knowing damn well that we have people who have been naturalized into the United States from Afghanistan who have committed heinous acts of terrorism in the country. And using this cloak, as many people are, he was in high school. He's an honor student. His father fought on the side of the United States. What are you telling me? This means nothing. None of it means a thing. That is pointless. And here we've got Ned Lamont talking about Connecticut won't be silent. Good. Say nothing. Now, I am not alleging that the young man has done anything wrong, but he was detained. Someone's got to answer the question. Why? That's all. We can't go with this idea. And I see the hesitation coming from Richard Blumenthal and William Tong and from Governor Lamont. There's a degree of this. There's no real outrage. They're not screaming and hollering. They're bringing attention to this because they get, this is a way for them to attack Donald Trump and ICE and all of that. But I found it odd that this is a 19-year-old. I can understand if it was, like when everyone was screaming and hollering about the fake story about Liam. Remember the 5-year-old? That pulled at everybody's heartstring. Look at the cute little boy. That's so awful. It's horrible. 19-year-old in high school.
It's a grown man dog. It's a grown man dog. Grown man dog. I don't care.
I'm still trying to figure it out. Someone's got to explain it to me. Why would they pick him up? Why would they?
I don't know. It seems to me like we have story after story after story of these radicalized Muslims. The problem, again, nobody's hearing me. You want to be, we're all accepting in America, religious freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Islam is not religious. It is not a religion. It is a political movement.
Mm-hmm.
It's a political movement, and their entire reason for existing is to take down the U.S. I will say it now, as I've said it before. Liberal women turned Iran into what it is today. We've got a bunch of liberal women running around today screaming, Wallah, Wallah, what Akbar, begging for Sharia law without realizing they're trying to turn the United States into one of those Muslim nations. That's not who we are. So these people are coming here. They were radicalized at home. There's this little thing called taqiyya. Look it up. Taqiyya, where they are encouraged to lie and befriend non-believers until they gain our trust and take over. That's their whole purpose.
The part of this that I want people to understand is that this radicalization that we clearly saw in Washington, D.C., from these two young men in New York City who traveled all the way from, well, not all the way, but they traveled from Pennsylvania, all right, to attack a right-leaning protest. These people are pledging their allegiance to Allah or to Islamic groups. Now, with that as well happening in a time where places like New York City and other places are seeing a rise in not just anti-Semitism, but Hamas and Hamas-like terrorists sympathizing.
Huge mosques going up everywhere.
We're
Sharia
seeing
courts.
it everywhere.
Yep.
A 19-year-old from Afghanistan is detained, and not one person thought, and which again baffles my mind, why you would not take a beat.
those kids that were the two from Pennsylvania
Mhm.
were radicalized online.
Yeah.
Spent their entire lives here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Right? Don't we have something that Obama signed into law where the federal government can monitor web searches?
Mhm.
So, and it's based on this terrorism, this counterterrorism thing. Like, we are trying to protect the American homeland. How do you idiots not know this? For all you know, the government found out that this little radical Islamist is trying to become even further radicalized. You don't know. Well, it's illegal.
I'm so
and
done with these
unjust.
people. It's another point. I'm so done with these people telling me over and over again about who these people are, and we're just supposed to believe them. And you don't get, I'm just saying that, you do not get to tell the rest of us who these people are. I need all of the evidence and all of the information. And he doesn't get to ride on his father's coattails because that ain't enough. Because like I said, the man who shot and tried to killed one and tried to kill the other serviceman in Washington, D.C. was exactly like this young man's father.
I just looked it up. Between 2024 and 2026, how many Muslims have murdered and or committed acts of terrorism in the United States after emigrating to the U.S.? 3 perpetrators of murder and an additional 6 perpetrators for more murder, and it didn't give me anything for acts of terrorism, I'm assuming, because it's all wrapped in. So this is sort of a pattern, right? Like, you want to say, oh, well, not all Somalis are committing fraud. No, nobody said all Somalis. We just said, unfortunately, the ones that are committing fraud are these people all that, like, they're all Somalian, right? Who's committing terrorism in this country? I can almost guarantee you it's not a bunch of white folks running around making bombs going, Allah Akbar. They're not. There's a reason why certain people are targeted for certain things. Everybody knows you want to get your math homework done, you go find an Asian kid. You want your grass cut and your yard done really well, you go call a Hispanic person. You want your roof did, you call it, right? Stereotypes exist for a reason. We may not like them, but they exist for a reason.
We call it, my old boss, Paul Malamet, used to say, he said, stereotypes are 90% truth. That's the way he looked at it. He believed that perception as well. He said, stereotypes are 90% truth, so is perception.
Absolutely.
And it's like just one of those things you have to, and he says that, you must understand that in business. It's also very important during survival. You know, you have to, those things exist for reasons. Everyone else is trying to defy nature. And I just go, look, it doesn't matter to me whether or not all do it or all don't. I know what's statistically possible in that situation.
Right.
And in order for us to survive, we have to recognize those things.
We ban certain dogs from living in certain areas, right? Because statistically, this particular dog has a higher propensity for violence.
Yeah. It's true.
I'm just saying, if it's true for dogs, and I'm not saying people are dogs, I'm saying if we can certain areas you stay out of because it's got poison ivy or known for poison ivy or known for ticks, we avoid those areas. Why can't we do the same thing?
Yeah, why
with
aren't
people?
we? Yeah, I mean, we should be able to apply that to anything. I'm like, we should be
Not
able to
people,
say, no.
because feelings
No,
matter.
we should be able to do that with anything. I mean, should we not fear black bears or fear brown bears less?
Racist. Wow. Polar bears are far safer. Is that what you're saying?
I would imagine.
Because they're white? Wow.
I'm just kidding.
These people are just stupid.
Mary says, but white people are shooting up schools and churches.
Now it's the trannies.
The transgenders are actually
transgenders.
Transgenders,
Sorry,
yes.
whatever.
That number's going there now. Dogs and cats have feelings. No, they don't. Time to get up out of here. Let's get another check on traffic and weather. Mark Christopher, he's in the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. Hey, Mark.
Dogs? What do you mean? Dogs, of course, have feelings.
Yeah,
What are you
I'm
talking
sure
about?
they do. I'm sure they do. I know better than to run afoul with you and dogs. I know.
When the boys see me, their tail goes 100 miles per hour. So I'm assuming there's some sort of joy when they see me.
The man who feeds us has arrived.
That's true.
The man who has food.
They are very food motivated. There's no question about that. Hey, if you're in Hartford right now on the westbound side of 84, you're going to see some slow traffic now As you move 56 Governor Street right out to 44 Prospect Oakwood, 84 eastbound's locked up, 44 down into the Bulkley Bridge. Westbound 84 is a little tight. Manchester and East Hartford from the 384 on ramp down to exit 57. Southbound down 91, slowing 34 down to 32 A and B. A little slow again by exit 28. It's sluggish from exit 24 down to exit 22 in the Route 9 interchange. Northbound 91, sluggish now as you move approaching exit 21 up to 22 in the Route 9 interchange. If you're 2 westbound, a little slow 6 to 4. In Glastonbury, again, 1D up to the 84 West merge in East Hartford. Middletown's okay. 9 northbound's a little slow at the Oregoni. 84 eastbound Waterbury slowing 17 to 18. Westbound 84 tied up 26 in Cheshire up to the Mixmaster on the westbound side of 84. If you're traveling southbound on the Wilbur-Cross Parkway, look for delays from exit 53 down into the West Rock Tunnel and 95 South New Haven, tight 46 down to 44 in New Haven. Traffic and weather together on the 8 WTIC News Talk 1080.
Brought to you by NJM Insurance Group.
If you dread dealing with your insurance more than getting stuck in an elevator with an overshare,
bean burrito for lunch.
you have Insuranoia. You should have NJM. They go to great lengths to do what's best for their policyholders. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
WTIC weather.
Lots of sunshine out there today. A little bit of a breeze, but we're coming down from a high in the upper 60s. As we head through tonight, we're partly cloudy with a couple of showers late, the low 48. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny and breezy with a high of 61, and as we go into tomorrow night, we're clear with a low of 36. A few areas could dip near freezing. Sunday is sun followed by clouds with a high of 59. This is meteorologist Melissa Constanzer in the WTIC Weather Center.
And now, a WTIC news update.
63 degrees at 4:30. I'm Dave Mager, WTIC 1080 News. Vice President Vance will represent the U.S. in Pakistan as it meets with Iran about the current shaky ceasefire and prospects for the end of President Trump's war. This is a spotlight moment for Pakistan, as Humza Jalani of the Financial Times reports.
Diplomats here
on the radio on NewsTalk
expectations. They're proud to have even gotten this far, that they've been able to play a role in getting a ceasefire, getting J.D. Vance to come to Islamabad, have the talks hopefully start tomorrow. But it's going to be, in some ways, the most difficult part starts now.
Kuwait now accuses Iran of breaking the ceasefire with drone attacks. For its part, Iran wants Israel to stop attacking Lebanon and wants to maintain control of the Strait of Hormuz and is now demanding the release of frozen assets before talks get started. A Stratford man is charged in the 2022 birthday party murder of 15-year-old Zion Burton of Fairfield. Police say Tanai Johnson was responsible for the banquet hall gunfire that killed Burton and injured others. It happened at a party with several hundred people. Johnson was 16 at the time of the shooting. He's now charged as an adult with murder, first-degree assault, and weapons counts. He's been in custody in a separate assault case. A jury has finished its first day of deliberating in a civil case pitting 34 states, including Connecticut, against the concert giant Live Nation. The states argue the company and Ticketmaster, its sister company, are monopolizing the industry and driving up prices to see live music. The states carried on with their case after the federal government settled last month. Inflation on the rise thanks to the war and the resulting surge in gas prices, the largest monthly jump in gas prices in 6 decades.
The Consumer Price Index was up 3.3% from a year ago. That's from a 2.4% annual increase in the month prior. Gas prices were up 21% in March, up 19% from a year ago, and fuel oil was up almost 31% in the month of March. That's 44% higher than it was a year ago.
Gas now at $4.15 per gallon nationally, $4.10 in Connecticut. On Wall Street, the Dow was down 269, S&P was down 8, the NASDAQ was up 80 points. Sports, ESPN reporting UConn's sophomore center Eric Ryba has entered the transfer portal. At the Masters, Rory McIlroy still in front. He's at 7 under for the weekend. Justin Rose and Patrick Reed are 2 shots back. Baseball, Red Sox in St. Louis. Play-by-play coverage on WTIC starts with the pregame at 7:15. Yankees at Tampa Bay, Mets home for the Athletics, the Yard Goats in Reading. And in hockey, the Wolfpack hosting Providence. For more, check out WTIC.com. I'm Dave Maker, WTIC 1080 News.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free information kit. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Stay locked in. Reese on the radio is on WTIC News Talk 1080.
All right, we're back, and the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center will be with us in a minute. Reese on the radio, Rozan on the radio is here, and I want to give a shout-out to our friends, our beautiful friends over at Stadium 15, who are hanging out there. Of course, Dana Fortin, who is the owner, and they're actually listening to the show. So I want to give a shout out to Stephanie, Damien, and the sleeping Asian Carl, as we like to call him, Matt, who is there as well. We love him.
I just want to tell everybody, I had this image of Dana standing inside the bar holding his phone, everybody huddled around listening to the show. I'm sure that's probably not what's happening, but in my mind, that was the first image I had.
Well, we love them, and of course, it is important, and Dana is a good friend of ours, and everybody else there. We love the people there. They have become almost family to all of us. And of course, I don't want to forget to mention, oh, goodness gracious, I'm already missing April. April as well, who is always sort of a great sort of smiling face every time we come down to Stadium 15. But that being said,
and Ernesto.
Oh, I can't forget. I'm sorry.
Ernesto.
Why would I forget Ernesto?
Know,
that's like kind of your buddy.
That's my homie.
Yeah, yeah.
I love Ernesto.
I want to say that because the reason why I'm mentioning Stadium 15 is because Ronald Reagan's 11th commandment was "Thou shalt not speak ill of another Republican," a political rule that was established in the 1960s to foster party unity by discouraging public infighting. Well, WTIC, along with the folks at Stadium 15, will be hosting News Talk 1080's 11th Commandment Republican gubernatorial debate with candidates vying for the Republican nomination. It happens on April 30th at 7 p.m. till 8:30 p.m. at the private event room at Stadium 15, so I hope that you will join us there. Oh, how do you join? Oh, I have that answer for you. Even though the debate's going to be live right here on WTIC, on WTIC.com, and of course the Odyssey app, you can get a chance by going to WTIC.com. Click on more and then contest. You fill out that form, and one of you and lucky 60 couples or so will get a chance to sit there in the audience with myself, Brian Shackman, Dana Fortin, maybe Stephanie and Damien will be there. Asian Carl will not be there. He is bored at those things, so he won't be there. I'm talking about Matt. He won't be there. I won't make him come on down there. Anyway, you got to go to WTIC.com in order to enter. And you can hang out with all of us down there. Mark Christopher I don't know if he's coming down there. He might. We'll see. He's in the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. Hey, Mark.
All right, Reese, thank you very much. Good afternoon to you, and good afternoon, everyone. And if you're making your way in toward the Hartford area right now, southbound side of 91, you're going to look at delays from exit 33 down to 32 A and B. If you're on the southbound side of 91, south of downtown, a little slow again by exit 28, and you'll see some more slow traffic as you move from 23 down to 22 in Cromwell. Northbound 91, some tight traffic in Cromwell from exit 21 up to exit 22 and the Route 9 interchange. After that, you got a pretty good ride into Hartford. Westbound side of 84, slowing in East Hartford, approaching 57. Again, some delays approaching the Bulkley Bridge out to 45 Flatbush. 84 eastbound locked up, 44 Prospect Oakwood into the tunnel. 2 westbound is slowing by exit 4, again from 1D up to the 84 West merge in East Hartford. 9 northbound Middletown slowing as you approach the Aragoni Bridge. 84 westbound in Cheshire tight, approaching 26 up to the Mixmaster in Waterbury. 84 eastbound delays from exit exit 17 up to exit 18 in Waterbury. Southbound Parkway delays from exit 51 down to 50 in Hamden. And South 95 New Haven tight, 46 down to 43 in West Haven. Traffic and weather together on the 8's WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
As we head through tonight, a couple more clouds work back in on us. We will be partly cloudy with a few showers possible late. This is all a cold front moving through our area. Our low is 48. Tomorrow, we will be breezy, especially in the morning, mostly sunny with a high of 61. And then we're clear, low of 36 tomorrow night, and that will allow some spots around our area to get to the freezing mark. Heading into Sunday, sunshine followed by some clouds through the afternoon, but we still hit a high of 59. And then Monday is where we start our big warm up here. So we'll be cloudy for much of Monday. There even can be a shower or two, but the high is 75 degrees. And Tuesday is even warmer with sun and clouds. We'll hit a high of 81. Right now it's 67 in Canton, 70 in Manchester, and 65 in Hartford. This is meteorologist Melissa Constanzer in the WTIC Weather Center.
Make your money work harder for your future. Catch Johnson Brunetti's Money Wisdom tomorrow morning at 8:30 for essential retirement tips. Only on WTIC News Talk 1080.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial pound law.
Nicholas Russo, 157 Church Street, New Haven, 06510.
Hair Volume from New Nordic will make your hair look thick and healthy. Available as a tablet or delicious gummies, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
When you think about it, New England is like a McDonald's big breakfast. Maine's your big main course, the hotcakes. Vermont's the maple syrup, obviously. New Hampshire's your biscuit, that country comfort. Massachusetts, sausage patty. Its name is Patty. Rhode Island's your hash browns, tiny but treasured. Oh, and Connecticut's scrambled eggs. Not sure how to explain, but trust me. All that for just $5. Get our big breakfast at McDonald's. Limited time only. Price participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-358-6868. That's 800-358-6868. Again, 800-358-6868.
It's Reese on the radio on News Talk 1080 WTIC.
All right, we're back. Rozan's back. Reese is back. And we'll take your phone calls in a second. So, guys, stand by. I got Lori and Dave there. I promise I will get to you because I didn't realize we should have done this in the last break because I haven't even done this in a couple of days now. It's the stupidest thing I read today.
Yes, you do. Stupid as can be. This could very well be the stupidest person on the face of the earth.
The stupidest thing I read today, on March 31st of this year, more than 100 Apollo Go robotaxis run by Chinese tech giant Baidu suddenly froze in place across Wuhan at exactly 8:57 p.m.
They got COVID.
Passengers were stranded in traffic, some locked inside those cars for up to 90 minutes on busy streets and overpasses. Videos showed cars with blinking hazard lights, a few lightly bumping other vehicles, but no injuries were reported. Customer service gave vague, specialist dispatched replies while people sat helpless. The company blamed a system failure in its centralized management software that controls the entire fleet. One woman trapped on an overpass surrounded by dump trucks said she kept calling but got nowhere until the rescue request was mysteriously canceled. The cars rely on both onboard AI and a central hub, so one glitch can shut down 100 cars at once. The company was reached for comment, and they say that the computer system turned out that it was infected with what they are calling a car-rona virus.
I hate you.
Applaud me.
No.
That was corny and hilarious. No. Come on, it was like car-rona virus.
Yeah, I got it. The car got the Rona.
Yeah, car-rona.
Driving through Wuhan. You know what? That's
car-rona.
You know what I learned from that article?
What?
Stop buying cheap Chinese crap.
That's absolutely.
Only buy American.
Car-rona.
When was the last time you heard about a Tesla? Just random, like hundreds of Teslas. Just like, you know what? We're done. Never happened.
Car-rona.
Oh my God! Please move on. I want to keep loving you. I do. I want to love you. I want so desperately to love you, but you keep that up. I might trade you in for Rudy. I mean, Greg is single. Just saying.
Okay. All right. You know what? We're not talking anymore.
I bet
Goodbye.
Greg wouldn't be,
What, telling you car-rona jokes? Okay. Good point. Lori's in Glastonbury. How you doing, Lori?
Hey, you guys. How are you all doing on this glorious day?
We are trying so hard right now.
I bet. I
some
can
harder
hear
than
it.
others.
I can hear it. You guys are hilarious. I enjoy listening to you folks so much, and I wanted to go back to the whole down the street thing.
Oh, driving in Florida down the block.
Now, well, I actually have a really funny story about that.
Okay.
So, as you would expect, I would. So, I told you before, I was a resident director for a program in Glastonbury where high school boys could come and live and get a better education than they could in their neighborhoods. Well, they were from Dorchester and Harlem and the Bronx and Philly and various inner city areas. And so I was, I had weekend duty one time, and I said to the boys, I said, okay, well, I've got to go run an errand, so let's everybody jump in the van so that I can go down, down to the store. And they said, well, how far is the store? I said, well, it's down the street. One of the boys said, nothing is down the street around here. Everything is at least 15 minutes away. You people always say it's down the street. It is never down the street.
Let me tell you something, Lori. It is I know it's going to be stereotypical to say so, but it's a black thing. We don't believe you when you say down the street. You're all lying.
Who cares?
You're all lying.
Seriously, who cares? Just get in the car and enjoy the ride.
No one wants...
Listen, we get to the store, you can buy a little candy and eat it in the car. Just stop griping.
Well, man, I clearly needed you with me that day.
Apparently. No, it is. People do not understand it. See, I have to drive. Rozan drives nowhere. She is the passenger princess. So I have to be in a mood to drive. And if I'm not in the mood, I'm going to be listening to music that, one, she cannot recognize, and two, cannot stand. So that's what she's got to get used to. And it is. When we were younger, no one likes to be trapped in a car for a long distance. Also, here's the other thing that you people never ever.
What do you mean, you people?
You who are people. You people never seem to understand something that always drives me crazy, is that we as drivers, the only thing we care about, it's not really the distance, is the longer the drive is, the more idiots I have to endure on the road. That's it.
Well, you have me there. You've got me there.
Okay.
I have no argument for that. But can I also add on, there is a movie, total switcheroo of subject. But you said Gal Friday, and it made me think of the movie Gal Friday.
Yep.
I don't know if either one of you have ever seen it.
I have.
It's an old school black and white movie, hilarious. But man, you got to pay attention to keep up with the dialogue because they talk fast.
It is. It's a very. It was pre. Fast dialogue of Gilmore Girls. It's a very fast-paced dialogue movie, but I know it very well. That's how I learned the term Gal Friday.
Oh, well, then there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I just wanted to give you your weekly funny story of me.
I always appreciate it. Thank you, Lori.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful weekend, y'all. Bless.
Thank you. You too.
You know, as a kid growing up, we drove everywhere.
Yes, I understand it.
Like when my dad PCS'd, had a permanent change of station from Corpus Christi to California, we drove. 3 kids, 2 adults, towing a U-Haul. We drove through the mountains, through the fruited plains. I mean, we drove everywhere.
I don't like it. I don't want to do it.
I don't care.
It's too much.
I love you. I'll drive. Just so you be the
I won't
passenger
let you drive.
princess. Then
You
don't
hate
complain.
people in the car. You brake check people. When people are tailgating you.
It doesn't bother me one bit. It does not bother me one bit.
When people tailgate Rozan. Let me rephrase that. When people tailgate me, Rozan will reach over to the steering wheel and will flicker the windshield wiper fluid so it flies back in the face of the person tailgating to make them back up. And I'm like, Rozan, stop doing it.
At least I don't brake check anymore.
Yeah, well, that's because you don't drive. And I bet you if we didn't have that divider there, you would reach over the console and step on the brake with me driving.
I would, honestly, what I've started doing is I literally will just do the speed limit. Like if you were that in a rush to get somewhere that you have to be that far up my backside,
That's why the only time you drive is alone.
Everybody's doing the speed limit. Everybody
That's
will
the reason
do
why
exactly the speed
the
limit.
only time you drive is alone, and I'm not there.
Well,
and guess who's sitting around while you're in the car driving, nervous wreck all day? Who's she getting into a fight with?
I haven't gotten into a fight with anybody in a very long time. I've calmed down in my older age.
Okay, Rozan, sure you have.
I saved my fight for you.
That's pretty evident. That's pretty evident. Let's go to Dave in Windsor. Hello, Dave.
Hey, good afternoon. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. What's up, man?
Good. I've just caught the end of the what you're talking about with the Afghanistan guys or whatever. But here's kind of a flip side of it. I'm not talking about them or whatever, but what I'm going to get at here is white supremacists and the statistics. And the total, this is now between 2012 and 21. Of the 443 extremist-related murders, 244 were committed by white supremacists. And it goes on and on, the statistics, and I'm not going to be reading them all. But
No. We need to get to it. Hold on. I don't want you to generalize. You said white supremacist attacks. Can you give me the context of that? That's like saying gun shootings. Like, what do you mean? When you say white supremacist attacks, you're talking about the motive was based upon, like, are we talking Klansmen? Are we talking about neo-Nazi attacks? And when you say attacks, are we talking about gang fights, murders, assaults? Are we talking about inflicting sort of an atrocity on a synagogue, on black churches? What are we talking about? Dylan Roof?
Yeah, the latter. Driven... extremist mass killings, like they're talking about the 2015 Charleston shooting.
With Dylan Roof?
18. I'm sorry.
Dylan Roof.
I don't know, to be honest with you. It just says mentions 2015 Charleston church shootings. There were 9 deaths.
That was a
Dylan Roof.
Tree of Life Synagogue.
No. He's talking about Dylan Roof. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, all right. The 2018 Tree of Life Synagogue shooting in Pittsburgh with 11.
Mm-hmm.
The 2019 Walmart shooting with 23 deaths.
Stop. The Walmart shooting. Hold on. The Walmart shooting was white supremacist. Was white supremacist?
That's what they're attributing to. Yes.
Uh-huh. And
to extremists.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. What about the tops?
Anyway, I mean,
hold on. What about the tops? Did they include the top shooting in Buffalo?
I'm. You know what? Again, I'm not into.
There's an important part about this, Dave, and you have to understand that this is very important about this show. And I would assume I'm under the impression you at least listen to the show to some degree. And this is very important. And I've dealt with this on plenty of levels. You're approaching the show with a statistic that you're now telling me you're not sure. With all due respect, if you're coming at me, and I know all of the cases that you're citing, it's my job to, because I cover the news and I cover it well. So you can name whatever the thing is. That's the reason why I just threw at you that they include the top shooting, because that's more recent. They just celebrate. I think that celebrate is a horrible word, but they just went through the anniversary of that recently in Buffalo, New York. Plus, I know all of the manifestos of each and every one of the individuals you're talking about. These mass shootings that you're talking about, you suggest that 444 of them? Is that what the number you said?
It was, hold on, 443 total extremist-related murders.
And you said 400. Okay, and the
244 were committed by what they considered to be white supremacists.
Okay, so I was wondering if it was 400 or 2. Okay, so you get 200 of them, and the amount, the time span between them are, you said
2012 to 2021.
Okay, 2012 to 2021. That is a span of, is that considered 9 years?
Well, if you're including 12 and 21, then it's a decade.
Okay, so that would be a decade.
Right. Then there's it goes into 2022 and 2023 and 2024.
Right.
Also,
now you're saying that in that time span there were more shootings or mass shootings by white supremacists than there were radical Islamists?
Yes.
In what country?
U.S.
Okay. What about mass shootings in inner cities?
Oh, that's a whole different statistic, I believe. That would be,
Okay. Well, you know what? What's weird is that in that statistic, it's an important distinction. It's an important distinction, Dave. That's the reason why I'm asking you. The point is that when I look at mass shootings, it's supposed to involve 4 or more people who are shot, not killed, shot. The number is overwhelming. In fact, in the time span that you just cited, Chicago had 1 year, the city of Chicago, in 2016, in the middle of your ratio, or at least the ratio that you're at, okay? They had 865, maybe 64 murders
black
on black crime. Out of the ones that were, and when we say mass shootings, in other words, shootings into crowds where 4 people or more were victims, that number tops over 500.
Yeah.
So
well, I'm sure. I mean, and this doesn't include the mass shootings, say, in Las Vegas, where the guy killed,
right. Very good point, because we still don't know the motive of that.
Right. So, I mean, this is just what I did is I just was curious about the white supremacists.
Mm-hmm.
I have to ask the white supremacist. Can I ask what is a white supremacist, and who is their victim?
Who is a white supremacist?
Yeah, describe a white supremacist.
What is a white supremacist, and who is their victim?
Hold on, we got to stop. I apologize, Dave. Can you hold on, because we're about to get to the top of the hour. Can you hold for me for a little bit? We'd like to get into this discussion. It's an important one. If you can hold on, I'd appreciate it. But I got to get to the bottom. I got to get to the top of the hour news, and as well as weather and traffic. Can you hold for me?
I'll try.
Okay. All right. No problem. Thank you, buddy. All right. Let's get to that. Let's get to Mark Christopher. He's in the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center, and we'll continue our conversation with Dave. See if we can. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Reese, thank you very much. Well, if you're 91 southbound coming into Hartford, delays 34 down to 32. I can be a little bumped down by exit 28. Sluggish again, 23 down to 22 on the Route 9 interchange. Northbound 91 losing a little speed as you approach 21 up to 22 in Cromwell. Westbound 84 slows approaching the Bulkley Bridge in East Hartford out to 45 Flatbush. 84 eastbound locked up 44 Prospect Oakwood down to the Bulkley. 2 westbound is slowing as you move by exit 4 and Glastonbury, and again 1D up to the 84 West merge in East Hartford. Middletown is okay. Westbound 84 into Waterbury delays approaching 26, and Cheshire up to exit 25. Again 22 to the Mixmaster. Southbound on the Parkway, you're going to see delays from 52 in Hamden down to exit 50. South 95 New Haven slowing from 46 down to 43 in West Haven. This traffic report is being brought to you by Whittlesey. Whittlesey wants your business to succeed. Whittlesey is more than an accounting firm. They're advocates for your business, delivering a robust set of solutions, including audit, tax, technology, cybersecurity, and advisory services. Learn more at WAdvising.com. Traffic and weather together on the 8's WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
Quite a finish to the work week. It's been a bright, warm day, coming down from a high in the upper 60s with a breeze. Tonight, there's a cold front that's going to pass through our area. It adds in a couple of clouds and could mean a passing shower or two as we go through the later overnight hours. The low, 48. Tomorrow isn't all too cold behind this front. We're mostly sunny and breezy with a high of 61. Tomorrow night will be clear with a low of 36. Some of our outlying areas will fall close to the freezing mark. Sunday, the sunshine followed by a few clouds as we push to a high of 59 degrees. And Monday, cloudy, breezy with a passing shower or two. Here, we make it to 75 degrees. And Tuesday is a taste of summer for us. With a blend of sun and clouds, we'll make it to a high of 81 degrees. And we keep the warmth going as we go into Wednesday and Thursday with highs near 80 degrees for each of those days. This is meteorologist Melissa Constanzer in the WTIC Weather Center.
This is WTIC News Talk 1080 with Brian and Company in the morning, Reese on the radio in the afternoon, and news around the clock. WTIC and WTIC FM HD2 Hartford and Odyssey Station.
62 degrees at 5 o'clock. I'm Dave Mager, WTIC 1080 News. Splashdown for Artemis 2, the moon mission, is about 3 hours away.
I'm Peter King at the Kennedy Space Center. With Artemis 2 speeding towards splashdown, Commander Reed Wiseman describes what he's seeing.
Unbelievably spectacular view.
That view of the Earth is getting bigger by the second, with the Orion spacecraft getting ready for a 24,000-mile-per-hour re-entry. The final rocket burn from the ship's service module engine, sharpening the path.
This vehicle powered us, and it propelled us from the Earth to the moon and back with extreme precision, and we are excited to be a part of your team.
The recovery zone is about 40 miles off the coast of San Diego. NASA says the forecast is perfect. Peter King, CBS News at the Kennedy Space Center.
The war in Iran pushed up gas prices, a key factor in the biggest inflation spike in 4 years.
The government's consumer price index jumped 3.3% in March as gasoline prices soared more than 21% higher from the previous month, the biggest monthly gain for gas prices in the CPI's history going back to 1967. Consumers aren't happy about it, as the University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Index plunged to a record low reading in April, down 11% from March, with consumers blaming high gas prices. Consumer inflation expectations for the year ahead jumped from 3.8% to 4.8%.
CBS's Jason Brooks. Crude oil prices mostly flat today. Gas is at $4.15 per gallon nationally, $4.10 on average in Connecticut. Talks are scheduled for tomorrow in Pakistan. The U.S. and Iran will discuss their shaky ceasefire and the possibility of a long-term deal, but Iran has set several preconditions to the talks: that Israel stop pounding Lebanon and that frozen Iranian assets are released.
They control the Straits of Hormuz. They're already acting like they own it, when in fact it's shared between Oman and Iran. But they've just decided possession is 9/10 of the law. They are going to behave as if they can charge tolls and force ships to follow their military. And so they're going to go into this with a lot of confidence, assuming that the U.S. is in the weaker position.
CBS's Elizabeth Palmer. Intensified attacks between Israel and Lebanon today. At least 13 Lebanese security personnel were killed in an Israeli strike. Hezbollah claimed an attack on a naval base in Israel. Negotiations between Israel and Lebanon are expected to start next week in Washington. A Stratford man who was 16 at the time of a Fairfield birthday party shooting is charged with murder in the case of 15-year-old Zion Burton. Police say Tanai Johnson opened fire in a banquet hall at Calvin United Church of Christ with hundreds of people around, killing Burton and wounding others. Fairfield Police Chief Michael Paris.
This arrest is the direct result of tireless police work, strong partnerships, persistence, and a refusal to give up. Investigations such as this are complex. They take time and patience.
Johnson is charged as an adult with murder, assault, and gun counts. He's been in custody in a separate assault case. A Waterbury man now charged with killing his elderly mother. Police say they found 80-year-old Anacelia Sepulveda fatally stabbed in her bed on Abbott Terrace last night. They also found her son on the floor, appearing to be under the influence of drugs. 48-year-old Noel Sepulveda was treated and released, then charged with murder and drug possession. He's being held on $2.5 million bail. Prosecutor says he gave a full confession to police. Earlier this week, ICE arrested a 19-year-old Cheshire high school student. Rozan is the son of an Afghan interpreter, Zia, detained and released last year in a high-profile case. Lawyers say the family came to the U.S. legally. Attorney Lauren Peterson says Rozan's application for full residency is pending.
That the U.S. government looked at his specific case, the danger he was in, and gave him permission in advance to enter this country. We invited him here. He went to a U.S. embassy in Pakistan, and a visa was pasted into a travel document, was put into his hand.
He's now held in a federal facility in Plymouth, Mass, without charges. The Dow was down 269, S&P dropped 8, the NASDAQ was up 80 points. At the Masters, Patrick Reed moving into a tie with Rory McIlroy for the lead. They're at 6 under. Baseball, Red Sox in St. Louis, play-by-play on WTIC tonight. The pregame starts at 7:15. Yankees at Tampa Bay, Mets home for the Athletics. Yard Goats in Reading. They're back home Tuesday to play Richmond. AHL, the Wolfpack hosting Providence. For more, check out WTIC.com. I'm Dave Mager, WTIC 1080 News.
Sex, intimacy, love. These three things are critical to a good relationship. That's the problem with erectile dysfunction. It often destroys sexual enjoyment and intimacy. It stresses the love between partners, often to the breaking point. This is Dale for Northeast Men's Health, and if you're suffering with ED, you likely know exactly what I'm talking about. But I also want you to know that ED doesn't have to impact your relationship anymore. At Northeast Men's Health, we're ED experts with our focus on men's sexual health. We've treated tens of thousands of men and have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. I promise you, if you're like most guys, you can get your sex life back, perhaps even performing like you haven't in years. So if ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to better sex, better intimacy, and deeper love. Call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-930-5956 or visit northeastmenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the Northeast to serve you. Northeast Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
The hour that packs a punch. It's Reese on the radio on WTIC News Talk 1080.
All right, let's do our thing, and then we'll get back to David Windsor and the rest of the phone calls. News. Okay, for birthdays today in music news, Mandy Moore turns 42 years old. She used to be a pop singer, but now she's a pretty accomplished actress. She was in that that show, This Is Us. It's a very popular TV show back in the days. Didn't watch it. No. Anyway, Mike Mushak, who's the 56-year-old guitarist of the group Stained. I think you liked that group. I think you at least expressed that you did. Brian Seltzer, who is the leader of the Stray Cats, is 67. And R&B singer Babyface, you might know him, yes, from L.A. and Babyface. He turned 67 this year. And a guy who inspired me in the rap game a long time ago, he turns 56 today, and that is none other than Q-Tip of A Tribe Called Quest. He turns 56, and he's a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. as well. Popular album chart and anniversaries. 33 years ago, another group that I love, Depeche Mode, Songs of Faith and Devotion, reached number 1 on the Billboard 200 back in 1993. You want to know who they knocked out of the number 1 spot? None other than Whitney Houston's The Bodyguard soundtrack. Remember how big that was? That was forever on the charts. Depeche Mode did that 33 years ago. 44 years ago, Iron Maiden, The Number of the Beast, tops the UK album charts back in 1982. 50 years ago, Peter Frampton's Frampton Comes Alive hits number 1 in the Billboard 200 in 1976. And last but not least, the last of the Beatles happened 56 years ago. Today, Paul McCartney publicly announces the breakup of the Beatles in 1970. That means that the Beatles broke up. I wasn't even a year old yet.
I wasn't born.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
My mom was in elementary school.
Let's get to the PBS Lawyers Traffic Center with Mark Christopher. Hello, Mark. I can't deal with the young people today.
I know.
I know you would have been, what, 7 when the Beatles
6.
broke up? About 6?
Yeah.
Okay. You couldn't even really fathom all that. You couldn't even grasp that.
No, I just remember they were on Apple Records. That's what I remember.
Yeah. Wow.
But Paul McCartney, they all went on and did great stuff after they broke up.
Let's not go nuts. Ringo didn't do so well.
I like some. It don't come easy.
Listen to me. Ringo is sitting up here saying to Paul McCartney, he's going, one day I will be the only Beatle.
He just might be. He just might be.
If he's the only Beatle, everyone will adore him. He will finally get the accolades he's been dying to get. Because I think Ringo gets a raw deal.
The No song, Don't Come Easy, Photograph, another good song. He had some good songs.
You might as well be speaking Chinese. I have no idea what these things
Now
are.
you know how I feel.
I saw Ringo's All-Star Band. I've seen them a couple times. They were really good. It was a
I
good
don't
concert.
recognize one of the All-Stars in the All-Star. It's like Dancing with the Stars on Ringo's
You had Colin Hay from Men at Work.
That's right.
The guy from Steve Luther from Toto.
Okay.
John was it? Oh, I can't remember the
See?
other guy.
Struggling.
No, no, they were a tight band. They were
I
good.
know they were a great
good.
band.
They were good.
I'm teasing Ringo.
If you're heading into Hartford right now, westbound 84 tied up approaching the Bulkley Bridge out to 45 Flatbush Avenue. 84 eastbound slowing from exit 44 Prospect Oakwood into the tunnel. 91 southbound slowing 33 down to 32 A and B. Slowing again down by exit 23 West Street and Rocky Hill. If you're northbound 91, a little slow by exit 21 in Cromwell. Southbound 91, look out for an accident between 20 and 19 in Meriden. If you are traveling on the westbound side of 84, delays approaching the Bulkley Bridge out to 47. Eastbound slowing 44 to the bridge. If you are traveling into the Waterbury area, westbound 84 is tied up 26 up to 25, and 84 eastbound slowing in Waterbury as you move up on exit 25. Traffic and weather together on the 8's WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
Clouds are starting to work their way back into the area, and it could lead to a couple of showers as we go through the later part of tonight. The low, 48. It's a cold front that's moving through, so tomorrow will be breezy in the morning, but we'll clear out. Mostly sunny with a high of 61 degrees. Tomorrow night, we're clear with a low of 36. Keep in mind some of our outlying areas will fall near the freezing mark. Sunday, it's sunshine followed by more afternoon clouds and a high of 59 degrees. And heading into Monday, will be largely cloudy. There even could be a passing shower or two, but this is where we start our warm-up. 75 for the high on Monday. Tuesday is warm with sun and clouds, and a high of 81 will keep it warm into Wednesday. Right now it's 67 in Bloomfield, 66 in Vernon, and 64 in Hartford. This is meteorologist Melissa Constanzer in the WTIC Weather Center.
Make your money work harder for your future. Catch Johnson Brunetti's Money Wisdom tomorrow morning at 8:30 for essential retirement tips. Only on WTIC News Talk 1080.
Have bad teeth that need to be replaced? Don't like removable dentures? Worry no more. Come on down to Columbia Implant Center in Manchester any day of the week and ask for the All-on-4 procedure. Call us at 860-643-1898.
Brian Shackman here for Allaire Elder Law. Maybe you've prepared for retirement, but what about after that? My wife and I, we looked at things and we're like, we have no idea how to handle the last third of our lives. And that's where Allaire Elder Law comes in. We looked everywhere, far and wide, and we arrived at Haley Allaire and her team. Okay, in terms of attorney work, work, they can do anything for you, whether it's power of attorney, wills, trusts, probate, life care planning, home care planning, Medicaid. You might not think you need it, but you know what? When you do, if you don't have it, you're in a boatload of trouble. So take care of it now, have that peace of mind, and they will sit down with you and go over everything that they think they need you to do. Attorney Haley Allaire and her team, they know their stuff, and we are so comfortable moving forward with this phase of life with them. So if you want that peace of mind, you want to take care of this slice of your life, all you have to do is get in touch with Allaire Elder Law. It's AllaireElderLaw.com. That's ALLAIRE elderlaw.com.
It seems like just yesterday when I captured my son's first steps, or when we recorded his soccer games on VHS tapes. Those moments are gone. But the old home movies and pictures don't need to be. That's why my son created Legacy Box.
That's right, Mom. Over 1 million families have used Legacy Box to digitally preserve their old home movies and photos.
Simply fill Legacy Box with your old camcorder tapes, film, and photos. They will professionally digitize and send them back on DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud.
With Mother's Day around the corner, it's the perfect time to get your Legacy Box and save your family's history. After all, few things are as important as protecting your precious memories. Give your mom a Mother's Day present she'll never forget. Take advantage of our Mother's Day sale, which starts now. It's our best deal of the year. Save up to 60% off. Visit legacybox.com/radio and for a limited time, get an incredible 60% off your order. That's legacybox.com/radio for 60% off. legacybox.com/radio.
It's Reese on the radio on News Talk 1080 WTIC.
Rozan has another thing she's ticked off about. Just, I may have to cut your screen time on computers just in that case. Now, we'll talk about it in a minute, but I don't want to keep Dave online, and I want to thank him. I really appreciate you, Dave. Thank you for holding on. So, Dave, what I did find out, and I looked at this, and you're right. You're 100% right about the number of white supremacist ideological mass shootings is high. However, the way that they mark this down, which is interesting, they say that it is 13 incidents in that time frame, only 85 deaths. But I don't care about the 85 deaths is try to make light of it. I don't like that number. But you're right in the sense of there were a considerable amount of attacks. But what they're saying is that the 13 incidents that they're counting from 2012 to 2021, they're counting that at 13. Here's where you and I sort of go in our separate directions. And I look at this gun violence because, again, they don't pay attention to it. So they look at the total of mass gun violence or shootings where 4 people are shot or more. They're counting 3,900 incidents. But here's where it gets crazy, because gun violence is a big, important thing to a lot of people, especially a state like this. It says urban gang and crime-related mass shootings is 60 to 80% of all gun violence. In the thousands.
And that's mass shootings,
Yeah,
too.
mass shootings. No, this is only shooting.
No,
exactly.
I think what they fail to appreciate is mass shooting. A mass cal is when, like you said, for us it was 3 or more.
Right.
We'll call it 4 or more persons involved and or injured.
Right.
We're talking about an urban area.
Right.
In an urban community where people have homes, where children are living and existing, but we're not calling those mass cows because it's black on black crime.
Correct. Now, he is right in the sort of where his point was breaking down the white supremacy extremists versus the terrorist attacks. Those numbers are few and far between. You're dead right on that, Dave. So I want to make sure that you get credit for that, and I want to admit that I looked it up just to make sure. According to this, they're saying white supremacist extremist murders rounded up 333 deaths, and the Islamic terror attack deaths they're calling major incidents, they're counting 87 deaths. But the overwhelming number of people who have died in violent, I would say extremists, in the total number, 60 to 80% of them are happening in the inner city.
Yeah, well, again, that leads to, guns and gun control.
Right. That whole argument.
A whole nother argument.
Right.
Takes us down another road.
Yeah.
But, you
made a fair point, and I just wanted to make sure that we had it right, because I'm listening to that, because, I can argue all day the Dylan Roof thing, but he did express that he had white supremacist issues. But, they consider the top shooting in Buffalo where those people were killed, they called that guy a white supremacist, but ignored his manifesto. Because in the manifesto, his issue with African Americans, weirdly enough, was the fact that they were not what's the word? They were not green friendly. He was arguing about people in the African
environmental.
Yeah, they were. Yes,
So he was an environmentalist. Which
Exactly.
Is not
Exactly.
a left thing. Can I also say that shootings in synagogues, those are not white supremacy. Those are anti-Semites. There's a difference.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why they weren't listed in this, because they were trying to give me the JDL numbers, and I ignored those. I absolutely dismissed those because they're never accurate and they're done in such a skewed way. But Dave, thank you for holding on, and I appreciate your phone call.
Okay, yeah, great. Well, have a great weekend.
Thank you, man. You too.
Take care. Bye.
So I'm getting these messages.
And I
like,
just want to say,
yes,
guns are not the problem.
right.
I owned a gun for 15 years. It never killed anybody.
Yes, absolutely.
It never did.
Even me.
Not even you.
No, okay. Just making a point. Stop looking at me like that, okay? Stop it. Just kidding. Just testing your boundaries. You got a story alert that we wanted to talk about, that this has got you kind of up in arms.
Yeah, you know what? There are like 2 or 3 things going on right now that I'm like, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Okay, the Connecticut school board is asking for an additional $18.9 million, claiming that they're, sorry, I just pulled up the picture from Dana and them. Connecticut, damage has already begun. Connecticut school leaders pleading for more state aid to prevent layoffs. Apparently, they've had to lay off 77
employees.
Personnel, right, including school counselors and, people on that level.
Right. Not teachers?
I didn't see teachers. It
Okay.
was layoffs of other personnel.
Right.
I like how this article says that they tore educators away from the schools that they helped build. Okay, how old are these teachers? Connecticut's kind of old, right? I'm just saying.
Relatively,
Public
yeah,
schools
sure.
have been here for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had to do some quick numbers, right? The amount of money that it costs to educate a student in the state of Connecticut, it's $12.2 billion.
That's all the students in the state of Connecticut.
That's the entire state of Connecticut.
Okay.
That is averaging $22,000 per student.
Okay.
That is the average breakdown. Now, I asked Grok how many students have left, because we did these are the same exact numbers that we did a few weeks ago.
Yes, we did.
Over 10,638 students have left Connecticut public schools.
I have to reiterate that do not look at this as Grok giving a number out of the ether. Grok gets this number from published reporting.
Right. So, and again, this is the same number I got several weeks ago when we were talking about the homeschooling situation.
That's right.
Okay? Same exact number. So 10,638 students at $22,000 per student. That is $234,036.
This is important. That number's important. Say it again.
$234,036,000 that no longer needs to be there because the people
Students
aren't
are gone.
there. There's
Right.
nobody there to educate for that lump of money.
You know you're about to reveal something now.
However, the state of Connecticut is asking for an additional $18 million so that they don't have to close any more schools.
Okay. And what you're arguing here is if you don't have the students,
what do you need the money
what
for?
do you need the money for? Again, and this is where the rubber meets the road in this debate. What it proves, and the news media will never tell you, is that none of the money that the education department gets or schools get have anything to do with the children. It has everything to do with the faculty.
Right.
Everything. It doesn't matter. The kids can go. There is a budget for the money that goes to teachers and faculty. And most people are saying, the people who are giving the money are going, but you don't have the kids. You're saying it just like any other person would, like if you were managing our food intake or going grocery shopping. You would say, when the boy lived with us, we had to spend $750 a month for food. When he moved in with his dad in the state of Virginia, of course, exponentially, we saw our food bill go down.
I'm going to need you to make more money to cover the surplus of not having the boy there. We
Exactly.
still got to keep not only the stores from before, but we're going to need extra.
Exactly. That's the whole point you're making, is
They're
looking at it as
for-
basic math.
Because they've had to, they've closed one school and merged 2 others.
Right.
They are short 23 librarians
Mm-hmm.
and 11 social workers
Mhm.
and 10 counselors.
While they lost over 10,000 kids. So you're
Right.
saying we need more people for less children.
Right.
And you're looking at that just going, it makes no sense
It
to me.
doesn't.
Of course it doesn't, because it doesn't make sense. And not one person will even write that in their story.
No.
Not one reporter. They just go, it's awful. The teachers are just, they're laying people off. You don't have anybody.
There's
What are
nobody there.
What are you going to keep people around? And as I did that story a couple of weeks ago about Chicago, you remember, you were here.
That was part of the reason
Yeah.
I did the number search, is because it doesn't make sense to me, and maybe it's because, oh shit, I'm sorry. Maybe there's something wrong with my thought process, but if you don't have a thing,
Yeah.
why do you keep putting money into it?
Exactly. And the Chicago school that we mentioned, right?
Yeah.
It's only got 27 students.
Right, it's like 4 teachers for each student or
No,
something
it's like
that.
exactly. It's one-on-one, and the money that's spent at the school balloons the amount of money that is spent per child. So they still get the same budget, which again, it turns out that for every kid that has a teacher dealing with him, that kid is at a rate of $93,000.
Right, and
right?
he still can't read or
And the
write,
kid can't read or write.
still doesn't show up to school anyway.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay? So, and again, you look at that and you go, well, wait a minute. How could that school be spending that much money? Why? Because school still gets financed at the level it would if the school was fully staffed or fully, or there was...
This is one of those things where Doge really would have been
Yeah,
handy.
right. If it was fully occupied as a school, the numbers would still be the same. So no one scaled back the amount of money going to the school, even though it has less students and less staff is needed. It's still getting the money. So there are probably staffers who are walking around that 27-student building, okay, who are doing nothing, who never see a kid. There's probably a gym teacher getting a paycheck who's sitting in the teacher's lounge for 8 hours. Right? Because he's not seeing any of those kids.
Right. Well, they have to have a gym teacher for each gender. So male gym teacher, female gym teacher, and then you got the trans element. What was the thing we saw? A, B, C, D, LMNOQ, 3 plus B4
I don't know.
population?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever that woman said in Canada yesterday.
Can we talk about...
You want to talk about her?
I do.
All right,
I
well-
so do.
Yeah, Rozan is annoyed about somebody else.
I so am.
And it's Rachel.
I want to give her legal name.
Yes, okay.
Excuse me.
Give her a legal name so people can look her up.
Nkiche Amare Diallo.
Say it again.
Nkiche. It's N-K. Nkiche. N-K-E-C-H-I. Or Nkechi.
Right. And
Nkechi Amare Diallo.
Amari Diallo. This is a very famous woman. A lot of people know
I
her.
don't know about famous.
She's famous.
But I don't know about famous. What has it done to be famous? Is it like another Kim Kardashian?
No, she's just famous.
No, she's not famous. She's just...
She's infamous.
There we go. She's known.
Nkechi?
Nkechi.
Nkechi
Amare Diallo.
Amari Diallo.
Yes. Otherwise known as...
Don't give her name. Don't give her a name. By the way, TJ Duarte just sent me a text message, and he says, and I quote, because I knew he was going to ask, or at least I knew his mom was going to ask. TJ says, my mom wants to know if your wife is coming tomorrow. She wants to meet her because she agrees with everything your wife says.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to meeting the kid. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So TJ, yes, she will be there. Mark says, unless I'm mistaken, Connecticut prior, regardless of it. Yeah, regardless of attendance. That's right. That's the whole point we're making here.
Is that an Irish name, John Beckman? Close. Really not close.
Nkechi.
catchy.
Catchy. Yeah.
But you got to hit the uvula. You got to from the uvula.
I don't have a uvula.
Okay.
Never mind. I'm in trouble now. Let's get to Mark Christopher. Get me out of this. He's in the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. Hey, Mark.
Hi, Reese. Thank you very much. Well, if you're heading into Hartford right now, if you're on the southbound side of 91, you got delays 33 down to 32 IMB, and again down by exit 28. A little bump again, 23 down to 22, and the Route 9 interchange in Cromwell. Enter more sluggish and stop-and-go traffic again from exit 20 Country Club Road in Middletown down to exit 17 for the Wilbur Cross Parkway in Meriden. Westbound 84 slows in East Hartford approaching the Bulkley Bridge out to 45 Flatbush. 84 eastbound slowing about a mile before 46th Avenue into the tunnel. 2 westbound's tight in East Hartford, 1D up to the 84 West merge. Heading toward Waterbury, westbound 84 is sluggish approaching 26 in Cheshire up to exit 25 in Waterbury. Eastbound side of 84 just a little bit slow by exit 25 in Waterbury. And if you're traveling in the southbound side of the Parkway, delays from 52 in Hamden down to exit 50. Traffic and weather together on the 8th WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
Lots of sunshine out there today. A little bit of a breeze, but we're coming down from a high in the upper 60s. As we head through tonight, we're partly cloudy with a couple of showers late, the low 48. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny and breezy with a high of 61, and as we go into tomorrow night, we're clear with a low of 36. A few areas could dip near freezing. Sunday is sun followed by clouds with a high of 59. This is meteorologist Melissa Constanzer in the WTIC Weather Center.
Ronald Reagan's 11th commandment was "Thou shalt not speak ill of another Republican," a political rule established in the 1960s to foster party unity by discouraging public infighting. On April 30th, WTIC News Talk 1080 will host the 11th Commandment Republican gubernatorial debate with candidates vying for the Republican nomination at the private event room at Stadium 15 in Farmington. The debate will be live on the air, but if you'd like to be in the audience, you can enter for a chance to win a pair of tickets at WTIC.com. Click on More, then Contests. 60 winners will win a pair of tickets. WTIC News Talk 1080's 11th Commandment Republican gubernatorial debate is sponsored by AARP Connecticut.
And now, a WTIC news update.
60 degrees at 5:30. I'm Dave Mager, WTIC 1080 News. Artemis 2 is scheduled to splash back to Earth tonight. The moon mission crew faces a critical moment on the way home, the entry into the Earth's upper atmosphere. CBS's Mark Strassman.
The capsule will go through a 6 minutes of no contact as it makes its initial reentry. It'll be moving about 24,000 miles per hour. And that's when the heat shield that is at the bottom of the capsule really has to do its job. It's got to protect the 4 people living inside that capsule.
The 2-week ceasefire on the line as talks are scheduled to begin tomorrow in Pakistan. Vice President Vance will represent the U.S. as it meets with Iran.
Before boarding Air Force 2 for Islamabad.
If the Iranians are willing to negotiate in good faith, we're certainly willing to extend the open hand.
But something other than that will not be well received. Hours later, President Trump wrote on social media the only reason Iranians are even alive today is for negotiations.
The AP's Sagar Meghani. Iran has set preconditions for talks, demanding Israel stop attacking Lebanon and that frozen Iranian assets be released. President Trump just added this on his way onto Air Force One.
And now we're going to open up the Gulf, with or without them. But that'll be open. We're going to be, or the Strait as they call it. And I think it's going to go pretty quickly. And if it doesn't, we'll be able to finish it off one way or the other.
The president headed to South Florida for a UFC fight tomorrow night. President Trump's sales tax on Americans, tariffs are back in court. The U.S. Court of International Trade has heard arguments in an attempt by many states, including Connecticut, to overturn the temporary tariffs Trump turned to after the Supreme Court struck down even bigger tariffs. Consumers are not feeling good.
The University of Michigan's preliminary consumer sentiment index for April declined by 11 points from the previous month, with declines across all demographic groups, including politics. Consumers blamed high gas prices, which soared more than 21% higher in March from the previous month in the government's Consumer Price Index, the biggest monthly gain in the history of the CPI.
CBS's Jason Brooks. Consumer prices rose 3.3% in March from the previous year, according to the Labor Department. On Wall Street, the Dow was down 269, S&P dropped 8 points, the NASDAQ was plus 80. In sports, the latest from the Masters. Rory McIlroy still in front, now at 8 under for the weekend, 3 under for the day. He's got a 2-shot lead on Patrick Reed and Tommy Fleetwood. Red Sox in St. Louis, play-by-play coverage on WTIC starts with the pregame at 7:15. Yankees at Tampa Bay, the Mets home for the Athletics. For more, check out WTIC.com. I'm Dave Maker, WTIC 1080 News.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax. They know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/protect. Ethos.com/protect. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. We're proud to offer high-quality, rechargeable hearing aids starting at just $98. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and hear the difference today by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
The Odyssey app lets you jump back to the moments you missed from WTIC News Talk 1080. Download the free Odyssey app, search WTIC News Talk 1080, and tap earlier today to get started.
It is important for you to always download the Odyssey app or go to WTIC.com or ReeseOnTheRadio.com. Why? Because a lot of you I know do not listen at 2 o'clock, but you don't know what you may have missed. And sometimes I will repeat the opening monologue, or at least what we talk about at the beginning of the show, but sometimes I do not. That's why it's important to never miss an episode. Because if you had listened, you would have learned something today, something that I didn't know, Rozan didn't know, and you didn't know. And that is, folks, we have a new listener. We have a new listener. And it's important that we always try to get new listeners. Today's new listener and another satisfied customer is none other than Attorney General William Tong. That's right. We met with him today and found out that William Tong listens to yours truly and his program right here on WTIC. Here's William Tong this morning at roughly 10 minutes to 11.
Attorney General? Yes. Hi, how are you? Reese on the radio, WTIC.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Nice
Been trying to get you for a long time. Can I ask you a question about J. Allen Jones?
We're here to talk about this man this morning.
I understand. But it's a story that I've been covering for the last couple of months, and the videotape was supposed to be out after Thanksgiving. We still don't have a release yet.
You know what, Reese? The things you've said about me on your show and, you know, about me and African-American people are deeply offensive, so good luck to you.
So you have no answer about the J. Allen Jones thing? Okay. Well, thank you for listening.
William Tong, another satisfied customer. Yes.
And Mr. Tong, the mic is open for you to come on in. The
Always.
phone lines are always available. We would love to actually engage in conversation
Yeah,
with you.
yeah, come in, curse me out, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
He's used to it.
Yeah, I'm used to it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I had an esteemed scholar who went to Yale University refer to me as the N-word.
Thrice.
I've been insulted by better people. I'm used to it. Come on down, William Tong. I'm just glad to, we got to talk even for a minute. But nice to have you as a listener. It's important. You never know who's listening. And that for those of you, maybe he listens for traffic. Maybe he listens for Mark Christopher in the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center. Right, Mark? Sure, he's got to get home, right?
You would think.
Yes, William Tong. He needs you. Maybe he was coming in to get the traffic and got me instead. Maybe that was happening.
I like how you go to the source. They don't come to you. You go to them.
Thank you, sir. That means
how did he look? Was he
small?
Well, no, but was he receptive to you once you?
Oh,
said your
no.
name?
We took a picture. We posted it online. We just literally posted it online, but I'll put it back up for you. He was not happy. His face he was scowling the entire time that we were there. I guess he didn't think that anybody remembered the J. Allen Jones thing. So he said that he's offended by what I've said about him and the African American community, which I said I don't think he likes black people. Why wouldn't he? He's helping out illegals. He's helping out Afghanis. He can't help out the black family that wants to find out why their son is dead.
Or that
Or
rape victim?
the young woman who was raped, African American woman. They moved her out of state. I find it odd.
Oh yeah, I remember that story.
That's right. So he doesn't think he has to answer to those. So I get the scowl. But at least he listens. I mean, that's important. I don't just listen. How else is he going to get the news?
But if he talked to you, maybe he would have won you over if he
if
had a
only
conversation with you.
If only. But no, listen. He's in his SUV now. You're probably going to have to give him some traffic. All right? God bless you.
All right, well, we'll dedicate this one to the Attorney General. If you're heading into Hartford right now, westbound 84 tied up approaching the Bulkley Bridge out to 47 Sigourney, 84 eastbound slowing 46 Sisson Avenue into the tunnel, 91 southbound's tight 33 down to 32 A and B. If you are traveling on the southbound side of I-91, look out for an accident 91 southbound between exit 20 and 19 as you move down into Meriden, so some tight traffic there. 2 westbound slowing 1D up to the 84 West Merge. Quiet in Middletown, westbound 84 slowing approaching 26 up to 25 in Waterbury. If you're heading southbound on the Parkway, look out for an accident just after exit 50 in Hamden. Delays are back to exit 53 behind that. South 95 New Haven slowing 46 down to exit 43 in West Haven. Traffic and weather together on the 8th WTIC News Talk 1080.
WTIC weather.
As we head through tonight, a couple of clouds return for us, and it does lead to a few showers as we venture into early tomorrow morning before daybreak. That's going to be a low of 48 for us tonight, and this is a cold front working its way through, so tomorrow will start off breezy, but it's a mostly sunny day with a high of 61. Tomorrow night, we're clear with a low of 36. Some of our areas will see the freezing mark for their low. As we head into Sunday, sunshine, then afternoon clouds, a high of 59. So it's a comfortable weekend, but Monday turns around things for us with a warming pattern, just a passing shower to a largely cloudy day on Monday, but the high is 75, and we're even warmer on Tuesday with sun and clouds, a high of 81. Right now it's 62 in Cromwell, 65 in Windsor, and 64 in Hartford. This is meteorologist Melissa Constanzer in the WTIC Weather Center.
Join us this Sunday for Tumalo Financial, your go-to for retirement planning and taxes. Tune in to the father-son duo from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. or catch replay from 5 to 6 p.m. Tumalo Financial, retirement planning with integrity on WTIC News Talk 1080.
Wisdom teeth giving you trouble? Columbia Dental's expert oral surgeons specialize in comfortable and efficient wisdom tooth removal. Open 7 days a week. Call 860-645-0111 or visit columbiadental.com.
Hair Volume from New Nordic will make your hair look thick and healthy. Available as a tablet or delicious gummy. Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and at newnordicusa.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-566-3062.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-566-3062. That's 800-566-3062.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Penalties and interest are piling up every single day. Wage garnishments and bank levies could hit any moment. If you've been avoiding it out of fear, you're not alone. But waiting only shrinks your options and ramps up the stress. The truth is, the IRS settles with taxpayers every day through legitimate programs, and many qualify to reduce what they owe, in some cases by up to 99%. That's why thousands turn to helpwithirsdebt.com. They've guided over 120,000 Americans, resolved more than $2.3 billion in tax debt, and back every case with their ironclad resolution guarantee. If there's no real path forward, you get a full refund, no fine print. They even randomly select one qualifying client each year and pay off their entire IRS balance. Terms apply. Don't let another day pass. Go to helpwithirsdebt.com right now. It's fast, easy, and confidential. Find out what's possible today. Helpwithirsdebt.com. Once again, that's helpwithirsdebt.com.
What's up, everybody? You know who it is. You know who it is. You know who it is. It's Reese on the radio. Frederick Douglass of the 21st century.
It's WTIC News Talk 1080.
All right, we are back and about to get up out of here. We'll grab the phone shortly. I want to play this soundbite because I had it here for a while. Yesterday, Donald Trump went scorched earth on his Truth Social page and went after Marjorie Taylor Greene, Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, and Megyn Kelly. And it was a long missive. Talking about how stupid they are, how they couldn't survive in television. It's really bad. I read it on the air yesterday. So, of course, in timely fashion, as we also talked about Scott Jennings saying to CNN on his own network that you guys are only platforming Marjorie Taylor Greene, Candace Owens, and Megyn Kelly because they agree with CNN with regards to the war. Yeah, exactly. With the war in Iran. And he's saying it's to promote a narrative. Well, CNN and Harry Enton, of course, as they would do, decided, hey, let's do a poll because John King, was trying to make a case yesterday. I want to go here because I have to play this first so you can understand what I'm talking about, Rozan. And I know you didn't hear this audio. Here it is, John King talking about the importance and the relevance of the podcasters who are MAGA folks and why we should pay attention to them.
We mentioned all those other voices in the Trump ecosystem, MAGA ecosystem. Marjorie Taylor Greene, the former congresswoman. Candace Owens, the podcaster who's out there on many things, they say Trump should be removed. You can have her, by the way. They say Trump should be removed. The 25th Amendment, saying his threat to end Iran civilization, to wipe a civilization off the planet.
You think there's a single average Republican voter out there, if you went out and knocked on their door tonight and said, yes or no, should we let podcasters and Democrats remove Donald Trump by the 25th Amendment? Let me flip it. Every porch in America.
Let me flip it.
Okay, so John King wouldn't let it up. He says, no, this is important. This is important. He even mentioned the fact that Scott Jennings has a podcast. He went here.
You're shaking your head. You're one of them. You have a podcast now. It helps. It helps if people are echoing the president and saying he's right.
I don't deny.
If they have influence with his voters, it cannot help when they say he's
I don't deny the usefulness of having.
Now, you heard John King, right? He said it cannot be helpful if the so-called surrogates are not in line with Donald Trump. So Harry Enton did what I would expect Harry Enton to do, and that is to go directly against CNN's own narrative. So he did this poll. Why didn't I hit it right?
So if it is a choice between the president and Tucker Carlson among these voters? What do they basically say?
Yeah, they choose Donald Trump basically every single time. Look at this. Okay, the exact same poll, this UMass Lowell poll. Look at this. Net favorables among Republicans. Again, this is Republicans plus Republican-leaning independents. You see Carlson on the right side of your screen at +7 points. Look at where Donald Trump is, at +61 points. And this is actually a little bit low for Donald Trump. In other polls around the same time, he was even higher than this. Again, he is crushing Tucker Carlson. What is this? This is a 54-point advantage for Donald Trump over Tucker Carlson when it comes to who is more popular among Republican voters. And, of course, this isn't even just talking about the MAGA base, where Donald Trump is running an approval rating somewhere between 97 and 100%.
Which is, again, what makes all of this nonsense.
Did you hear that lady during the first clip where he mentions Candace Owens? She goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, I love her."
Yeah.
That's how you know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you know.
It's
I
absolutely
want to know
ridiculous.
who paid them and how much to switch sides.
I don't think that happened. I think it's
I do.
profitable for them to be anti-Trump because that is...
Listen, just because they didn't get the money in their pocket doesn't mean
No,
they weren't being paid to switch positions.
What I'm saying
profitable.
is... Right. What I'm saying is when I use the word profitable, what I'm saying is that anti-Trumpism in the media is profitable, not in news media, because if you watch MSNBC versus Fox or you watch MSNBC versus CNN, their actual ratings are in the toilet as opposed to Fox
they're all
News.
reading the same script.
Exactly. And Fox News actually has more Democrat listeners or left-leaning watchers
Say it all the time.
than CNN
Your
does.
haters watch
But
you the
in the
most.
online sphere, because it's not just the United States, it's global, there are more people who, you have the BBC watchers, you have the Sky News watchers, those people who do not like Trump watch Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens. They have an international audience that is anti-Trump, and that is profitable. So
Right.
that's sort of a revenue stream for them. And these guys in particular, it's beneficial because what do I say? The reason why I wrote the 9 compromises is because what they care about most is you being a MAGA person and deciding to not side with Donald Trump. And if you don't, they can start echoing your claims. See, Megyn Kelly doesn't agree with him. See, Tucker Carlson is broken with him. So they then can tell their family members who voted for Trump, see, you can too.
Right.
So that's why, that's the whole purpose.
They didn't get cash in hand, right? Like nobody said, "Here's $50,000
Right.
now."
Right.
They know where the money is.
Exactly.
They're following the money. Who paid them? It doesn't matter who paid them.
Yes.
The fact is, they know that if I want to get paid, now I got to start trashing Trump.
Exactly.
I think part of it, too, is this preparation for the election, for the next presidential election.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, right. Well, yeah, I don't think they've got enough time in the presidential election to come around because they don't have to support Trump.
This is foreshadowing.
Exactly.
These smart people will play a long game,
Mhm.
right? And one thing I'm seeing with Republicans versus Democrats is Republicans are learning how to play a long game.
Mm-hmm.
Democrats want what they want yesterday.
Exactly.
And-
100% true.
And Republicans are learning to play the long. So Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson. So I almost said,
Yes, you almost said the thing you almost called. Yeah, that's what she used to call them at home.
They're and Candace Owens. They're all preparing their because they're not sure that it's going to be Vance or Rubio that runs.
Right.
They want to align with other Republicans who maybe aren't sitting in the Trump sphere.
That's right.
And they can say, well, we distance ourselves, but we're still Republicans, so
Yeah.
yay.
Yeah,
They're playing
exactly.
a long game.
Yeah.
There's no
Indeed.
true credibility behind these people.
Let's get some of the phone calls before we get out of here for the weekend. David, is in Northfield? Hey, David, how are you?
All righty, how you doing?
I'm good, sir. What do you got for me?
I just got a little something on the lighter side. This was on something you guys were talking about over an hour ago.
Okay.
I spent half my life up in Maine, and when we were younger, we'd like to go explore places and stuff.
Okay.
And I can remember asking directions to different places, and the Mainers up there would say, hey, it's just down the road, Estelle. 30, 40 miles later,
Wow.
we'd finally find the place.
And then, you know what? And that's the worst thing you could do to a person who doesn't understand the measure of down the road.
A spell.
What?
Down the road, a spell.
A spell.
That means it's grab yourself some lemonade and enjoy the ride.
It's going to be a while.
Yes.
Well, see, I would have never understood that.
We didn't know that when we were kids. So,
That's right.
We should have stopped at the package store a little lot more often.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful weekend, okay?
You too.
You got it. Let's go to Scott, who's in the car. What's going on, Scott?
Actually, I'm not in the car, Reese.
You finally made it home because you were on hold so long.
Exactly. Well, on Friday, it's my responsibility to call the show, add a little levity, so I'm standing here in my racist front lawn.
Okay.
And so I need to apologize to Rozan for calling her Roxanne a couple weeks ago when I left the line. But before I get to the point, my question is, when the dandelions come out and these bumblebees are flying around, are they like racist bumblebees for participating in the pollination process?
Ooh, they are. They are.
Well, I think what that means is if you're de-weeding, like getting rid of the dandelions, maybe you're anti-beeist. Like, are you a beeist?
Yes, you're a beeist.
Yeah, but what about the other flora, like this gorgeous weeping cherry? And there's bumblebees right now flying all over the place. I mean, I don't see any little white hats on any of these bumblebees.
White hats?
That's true, too.
That is awful.
What do they burn in front of a bee? Is it like a burning hive? They just burn little hives in front of other hives for...
That's exactly what the supremacists would do.
Orange and red roses, replicating the color,
Yeah, there you go.
So, Reese, the music part.
Yes.
A while ago, I think I called a while ago to make a suggestion, like songs that had Donald Trump in the lyrics.
Yes.
And one just came to mind. I used to listen to the Gap Band and Grandmaster Flash of Series 5 back in the day, along with my Pink Floyd and Moody Blues.
Yes.
But a band from Chicago, the name of the band is Liquid Soul.
Okay.
And you got it. You're going to absolutely you've never heard music like this, and you're going to love it. And it's a song called Cabbage Roll. Name of the band is Liquid Soul, and the song is Cabbage Roll. And at the end, they reference making money like Donald Trump. Cabbage Roll is the wad of cash. It's making money.
That's right.
And
I can think of plenty of songs that have Trump. In fact, there is a record by Raekwon of the Wu-Tang Clan with Boot Camp, and I think it's called Black Trump.
Yeah, people don't realize how much he helped. Like when it came to rap culture.
Yeah.
I mean, there were people that came to him for help financially, and he helped them out. And when they came back to pay him back, yeah, when he came back to pay him back, he said, "So you're doing good? Is it successful?" Yeah. He goes, "Take care of your business." Wouldn't let it just put it back into your career.
Exactly.
Didn't take the money back.
That's exactly you're 100% right.
Jennifer Hudson, Nelson Mandela.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate you. Let me get some.
Liquid Soul, Cabbage Roll. You have to listen to it.
She got it. She absolutely grabbed it. Thank you, buddy. Have a good weekend. Let's go to Corey in Meriden. Hello, Corey.
What's up, boss? How you been?
Why, I'm chilling, man. Good to hear from you. What's up?
Hey, dude, everything you and your wife has been hitting for the past, literally hour is why we're leaving Connecticut. And I wanted to tell you, but I can't do it in 3 minutes.
You said
because
what we're talking about is the reason why you're leaving?
Yep.
Wow.
$234 million, asking for $18 million more. I'm going to do one thing, and only you know this.
Mm-hmm.
Have Pooch text you my number. And we'll have a chat after the show.
You said Pooch.
Oh, yeah, you know who he is.
What are you talking about, like Pooch Man from Philadelphia?
No, Pooch. He'll text me after this and it'll be like, why are you dropping the name? Anyway.
Okay. All right. I will tell him to he knows my number, I'm assuming, right?
Oh, yeah, he does.
Okay. All right. I'll have Pooch contact me. I'll give you a holler.
Yes, I got to touch on this one point.
Yes, real quick.
So the state's asking for $234 million right now, asking for 18 more.
Yep.
One, the vaccine law. I had to pay $15,000 for the past 3.5 years, just for tuition for my kids. Now the gun laws are taking away things that we already had.
Yeah.
I'm now getting my family out of the state of Connecticut because not only that, I got more stuff to talk to you about, but Pooch knows exactly what I was telling him 5-6 years ago.
He is
And
literally
he'll
texting me
now
right
realize
now.
why.
Pooch is texting me
Yeah,
right
I bet
now.
you he is. I bet you he is. I'm
Okay.
announcing we're leaving.
Okay.
So give me a text.
I will give you I promise you I'll give you a holler this weekend.
Appreciate it, boss.
Thank you, man. All right, we got to get up out of here. For those of you who just wanted to know, the person that Rozan was talking about is Rachel Dolezal, and she is absolutely livid about what this woman is doing as of recent. We are not going to have time to cover it, but we will talk about it next week. Okay?
So angry.
As I always say, radio is free, so we thank you for paying attention. Remember to keep JC in your hearts and in your minds. Sean Patrick, we love you and we miss you. Remember that panic is not planning, so plan your work and work your plan. Me, I'm Reese on the radio. She is Rozan on the radio. Say goodnight, Rozan.
Good night, Rozan.
We will see you guys back here on Monday at 2 p.m. Don't miss it. You know, William Tong will be listening. You should listen too. Mark Christopher's getting you home. Have a good weekend, sir. He's in the BPS Lawyers Traffic Center.
All right, Reese and Rozan, have a great weekend. Everybody have a great weekend. If you're heading on the southbound side of I-91, you've got delays 33 down to 32 A and B. Again, you're slowing approaching exit 20 Country Club Road down to 17. With